Hello!
Entertainment!
God, that goes forever, doesn't it? Holy crap. Anyway, hello! Happy Friday. I've just been rocking out to whatever the gamble music is. But hello! I hope you guys had a good day. Good holidays and whatnot. No 10-hour stream today. Right, I don't have a controller today. This is a little weird. There we go. Hello, V! Hello! I wasn't expecting you! Aren't you streaming later today? I'm doing fantastic! Oh no, that's next week. That's next week. Okay. I was like, wait. But I'm doing good. I'm doing fantastic. I got fancy hot chocolate. And I am enjoying it. And I wish I could send this to everybody because it's so good. So I'll force Bear to drink a whole bunch. Thank you for lurking, Goggle. Thank you. It is. It's like it's at Walmart. It's like it's $1 like a cup. It's not cheap. And so I went on Amazon and bought a box of it so that way it'd be like not so crazy. So I was okay spending $10 for 10 instead of like almost $1 a package, or not $10 for 10. The math came out to like 8 for 10 or something like that instead of like this 80 cents a pack that it was. I don't know. Now that I say that out loud, that makes it not sound like a deal. Anyway, hello. Does catnip flavored hot cocoa count as fancy? Ew! No! Gross. Where am I? Okay. I already did my dailies today. There's Rapi. I felt bad because I never finished her bond stuff. And I hardly remember what the hell it was. And of course she's the bond thingy. Oh, I have really weird commander room music. But hello! How are you guys? I hope you guys got to enjoy stuffs. I'm just gonna do the bond story for Rapi from the beginning because I don't remember the details. I just know it has something to do with paperwork. You're coming out of holiday hibernation. That's why you're cooking up weird stuff like catnip cocoa. Part of me is like, I'm sure there's somebody who's made it. I don't think that's a normal thing. Ew! That is not what I'm drinking. No. Does it look like catnip? I posted it in my food channel. Hang on. No! It quite clearly says mint. You jerk. It's minty hot chocolate. And they have all sorts of different flavors. I just wish it wasn't so expensive. Catnip is of the mint family, but it is not the same, okay? I can't win. I can't win. I have catnip growing in my backyard. Yep. Okay. Continuing to the bond story. You guys are being mean. Commander, may I come in? Of course. Of course. We require food and other necessities for the outpost. Our current inventory is likely to run out. Oh, so we're starving the Nikkes. Got it. Within 2 days. I recommend we restock the inventory in advance. Okay, cool. Is there a store you typically use? If so, release the funds to me and I can go there on your behalf. She's like, what? If you're worried about me pocketing some of the funds, I can give you the receipt. That's not it. What is it? Oh, that's right. We've been on these super missions and I've never gotten paid. That's why. That's why she's like holding my hand to do paperwork. So I'm about to starve all of our Nikkes because I don't know how to fucking turn in my homework. I'm broke. But what about all the successful missions we pulled off? Perhaps there's an error in the central government's computing system. If that's the case, we can go and personally submit your operation report certificate. I know it's a hassle, but I'll come with you. What's that? Yes. What you receive once you submit the operation report. Commander, please do not take offense in me asking this, but have you ever submitted an operation report? A what? Now that I know how this goes. Every commander is required to submit an operation report after each operation. A Lucas! Chilling with some fam today, so I'll be in and out. No biggies! We're starting off with reading the Rapi Bond story before I go into what I'm assuming is the trauma train. And I think that's going to be my homework this weekend, is trying to figure out how on earth I'm going to make the trauma train a thing. Because it needs to be. I need a Nikke trauma train redeem. That's what they use to evaluate performance and issue payment. Didn't they teach you about reports in the military academy? I don't remember. Is that so? All right then, let's get started on the operation reports. Actually, I'll write them down. You just tell me if I have all the details right. I may ask a few questions while I write them down. No, I'll write them myself. This form is fairly convoluted, and there are a lot of them. If this is your first time, it might take a while. And time is something we don't have a lot of since, you know, we're starving the Nikkes. So we need to get this done. Okay. I'll be sure to write them next time. Please do. I'll take it from here then. 30 minutes later. Sorry, more clicky noises. The clacking of the keyboard is the only sound that fills the commander's room. You're good at this! I have a lot of experience in this area. Why? You must have done this for your previous commanders out of the kindness. Well, not entirely correct. This was one of the orders given to me by my previous commanders. Isn't that neglecting their jobs? It is the job of the commander to give orders to Nikkes. The previous commanders ordered me to fill out paperwork. I followed the order. It's like I'm there. I might as well, I mean, I've got other clickety-clack keyboards. I could definitely do some clickety-clack typing ASMR. And it's weird, the more I fall into the ASMR rabbit hole, like the more weird it sounds. Like not in a bad weird, but it's like just interesting. The things that people like hearing. Such as the clickety-clack of keyboards and things like that. That drove me nuts being in an office. And then of course me having a mechanical keyboard, because I kept going through my keyboards, as I was saying like in a previous stream, where I just go through keyboards every month at my previous job because I was typing so much. I ran out of cheap keyboards and had to bust out the nice ones, hoping it would last longer. And having a mechanical keyboard in a quiet office setting where all it's clickety clacks, and then you just have the one mechanical keyboard, I felt so bad because I hated the sound of keyboards, and now I'm the monster keyboard. Hello, Pro Killer. I know I have to type that out so you can see it and translate it. So you just need the long clacky nails and you're set. I tried that once. I had like fancy nails done for a Christmas party once, and I very quickly learned that I have to go to like chicken pecking to type because I don't know how to type with nails. At least like the long, fancy, bougie nails that I had for that Christmas party. If they're any longer than like a centimeter, I'm screwed. Thus, I do not feel either side was neglecting their duties. You were mentioning orders. Yes, orders are the link between commander and a Nikke. Nikkes follow human orders. It's our nature to do so. In particular, orders issued by a commander are to be obeyed without question. I imagine that gets into some weird territory if you have somebody who's just like a jerk. The truck down the street's going. Okay, they went the other way. Regardless of what that order may be. Any order. That's right, any order. Even if it was an unjust order. That is of no importance. Once an order is issued, all that matters is that it is followed through. But there is one other thing. The act of keeping the commander safe is important as following the order. The commander cannot put in harm's way no matter what. This is also paramount of importance. As a precaution, Nikkes have emergency response items such as AED, hemostatic agents built inside of us. So hemo, I imagine that's like blood clotting stuff. The safety of the commander is top priority. If a commander is injured or dies due to an oversight of a Nikke's part, that Nikke will be punished accordingly. The only exception is when the commander chooses to take their own life. So the commander who died before I joined, yes, the central government ruled that they died of their own volition, which is very sad. And I'm about like mid-sneeze. Hang on. Sorry. I forgot that I can't, I tried muting my mic and that was what the clicky was, and I forgot Nikke won't let me do that. I can't do my shortcuts. Stupid administrative programs, how dare you. You make it so I embarrass myself in front of everybody. For Pro Killer, win today without Stellar Blade, when will there be Stellar Blade? Bear, isn't all of Stellar Blade all uploaded? Didn't we finished that a lot, right? So he died of his own volition. Thankfully, Anise and I were able to avoid any punishment. I have spoken too much anyway. To summarize, follow the commander's orders, keep the commander safe. These are Nikke's duties. Yep, okay. Do you mind hopping over on the YouTube side of things? Because this gentleman does ask a lot of questions. Of course, it would be unreasonable for us to do absolutely nothing that we are not specifically ordered to do so. Thus, we are also capable of exercising our own judgment in our daily lives. However, it is if an order does come, it supersedes everything else and must be followed. This is our primary function. So do not feel that you are being unreasonable by asking us to do something. The reports are finished. Please confirm. I read the reports written by Rapi, and they're amazing. They're immaculate. I'll go ahead and they are all uploaded now. There we go. They are clean and concise, but one thing sticks in my mind. Don't you think it paints me in a bit too heroic? The success of any operation depends on the commander, their leadership, their virtue. Reports must be written in this way or else they will not be accepted. Now that the forms are complete, let's go submit them. We must go to the ARC Central Government Office. The fact that you have to write yourself up to get a report submitted is so gross.
Hi.
The Central Government's office is right up ahead. That's where you can submit the completed forms. You're not coming? A Nikke cannot enter the Central Government office except under special circumstances. Why is that? Because there's a high chance we will see a negative side of the commanders. I will wait. Go in. I open the door inside. It's quite noisy in here. The majority of the sound comes from people who are shouting. They are dressed in the same military uniform as I am. The people sitting behind the counters are all either quiet or smiling awkwardly. I decide to get in line. I can hear a commander talking to the staff in front of me. Hey, what is this? This amount doesn't make sense. I just came back from the surface. Do you realize how many close calls I had up there? The salary you have given me is not accurate. This is insane. I risk my neck and all I get is chump change. This is the designated payment for all basic transportation or transport operations. Basic transport, my foot. I lost 2 Nikkes and Commander. Whether an incident does or does not occur during an operation is entirely dependent on your capabilities as commander. Please understand that there is nothing more we can do for you in this situation. That's easy for you to say sitting there safe and sound behind your nice desk. You're nothing You've never even been up to the surface. Next, what can I help you with? Are you ignoring me? Do I have to call security? Next, the commander in front leaves the building in a huff. More coffee. Not coffee, hot chocolate. There's probably a little bit of coffee in here. I sit in the empty seat. What can I help you with? I came to submit my operation reports. Very well, hand them to me, please. Do you think that's why the commander is so liked? They were like, shit, we don't have to pay this guy. He'll just do everything for free. Is that like just what maybe the thing for it? Like, he's just like, but not filed anything. So for me, it's like 16 chapters worth of not filing a darn thing. And it's like, okay, cool. You've done all of this top secret stuff and didn't have to get paid a single dime. I hand over the reports to the employee. The employee gaze shifts back and forth between the monitor and the forms as they type away on the keyboard. Suddenly, the employee freezes and gives me a cordial smile. Nice to meet you, Commander blumetalbunny. It's an honor to finally meet the person behind all the rumors. The veracity of the OP reports have been confirmed. Would you like your salary deposit directly to your bank book, or would you like a voucher? What's the difference? It helps to determine the availability of certain transactional options. I can see that you're not familiar with this process, so I've deposited the funds directly into your bank book. The deposit has been completed. Would you please confirm? There is a new entry in the bank book, and the amount is, but that's, yes, in light of the difficult nature of the operations, the amount has been raised accordingly. Please continue your efforts on behalf of humanity. I exit the office. There. As I walk out, I notice the other commanders. Many of them are crouched down in front of the office building or staring at the wall sighing. Is it all taken care of? Yes, it's all done. Then let's go purchase the necessities we require. Rapi? Yes. Do commanders have it hard? Yes, they do. Most of us led to believe the commanders are elite figures who have undergone a proper education in the military academy and that they are heroes who work with Nikkes to recapture the surface. However, that couldn't be farther from the truth. Their so-called proper education doesn't even last a year. It's not nearly enough time to learn all that there is to know about the Ark, Nikkes, and Raptures. Instead, during their time at the military academy, commanders are essentially brainwashed. They're told that they are the ones that will save humanity, and Nikkes are merely tools meant to serve the commanders and mankind itself. This is the narrative they drill into their minds. I'm sure you yourself have noticed it. As a result, the mortality rate amongst commanders is staggering. They are thrown into operations without proper preparation. This, along with their lack of empathy for the Nikkes under their command, often leads to disaster, which is why we're amazing. And, more crucially, commanders do not receive pay if they fail to complete the operation. There is no concept of hourly, weekly, monthly, or annual salaries. You are paid upon successful completion of an operation, or not at all. The salary also depends on the difficulty of the operation. You risk your life going up to the surface where you carry out operations and get paid based on the performance. In a way, it's just like being a mercenary. And then that's where we start seeing some internal conflict. Those who go through the military academy are led to believe they are above the rest of society. They are full of confidence and they have no doubt that they are truly the ones who will save humanity. But soon after, they are forced to face reality. Once they realize they've been risking their lives for pennies, they take out their frustrations on the staff. It's a rude awakening. Some commanders find themselves unable to cope and resort to extreme measures. However, very few people in the Ark even know about this. That's because the Ark continues to venerate the commanders. As a result, the competition for entry into the military academy remains fierce. What is an operation report voucher? It's one method of receiving payment after successfully completing an operation. You can carry it around and exchange it for cash when needed. Why would I need something like that? Commanders are members of the elite. Many unscrupulous people set their sights on commanders who are fresh graduates from the academy. They are extremely susceptible to being hacked. Currently within the ARC is also digital. Our currency in the dark is currently digitalized, and it's not too difficult to hack the system. Therefore, vouchers are a way of making sure that you don't lose a lot of money at once. But vouchers don't sound very secure either. Vengeance? What do you mean? Thank you for the check-in. There are some minimal safety procedures to prevent anyone other than the commander from cashing them out. But overall, they are indeed not entirely safe. However, Operation Report vouchers do have one other special use. Commanders can exchange vouchers to receive their salary. However, the vouchers are not commander specific. Any commander can use any voucher. So what you're saying is, yes, you can be used to transfer funds to other commanders who are having a hard time. Do you find this all strange? Well, it's certainly not normal. There is no other way. Commanders must be the heroes of the ARC. The central government can't have their heroes begging on the streets. There is a saying among the commanders, a hero only begs from other heroes. The reality of the situation must not be exposed to the outside world. This way, the people will continue to idolize their heroes. They'll even dream of becoming one themselves. Okay, this was where I was left off last time, because I was like, okay, they were doing paperwork, and I forgot we were getting into like the hobo commanders. Oh, thank you guys for all lurking in here. All right. Can I talk to you outside of broadcast? I have my... let me see if that works this way. There it is. Kind of. It's thinking about it. It's being a goof. So, alright, let's head to the shop. Hello, Julio. Hello. This is the list of what we need to purchase. Rapi hands over a note. It doesn't seem to be near enough. Anise, Deanna, and I should be able to live off that for 2 months. You can purchase anything else you'd like as well. Are you sure this is enough? Well, Nikkes don't need to eat as much. This is all we need to maintain our proper mental health. There's no point in purchasing anything outside of that. But if you wish to make additional purchases, I will not stop you. I mentally subtract the total cost of the items from the salary I received earlier. There is quite a bit left over. Commander, I'm gonna go buy some gifts. Oh, we're so sweet. Excuse me? I'll buy gifts for everyone with the leftover money. Very well. However, I won't be able to be of much assistance in that regard. I don't know where the gift store is. Let's ask around. Yes. Soon after. Is this the store? That's what they said. Let's go in. Welcome. The shop assistant glares intently at Rapi and me for a while. What can I help you with? We came to buy gifts. A gift? That's right. For whom? Why do you ask? Because we don't sell gifts meant for Nikkes. What? A while back, all the local merchants came to an agreement. We won't sell any gifts intended to be given to Nikkes. But why? Because of people like you. Ooh, this is getting gross. Developing an affection for Nikkes, giving them gifts, going on dates, and treating Nikkes as if they were humans. That's why the ARC has become the way it is. If you treat those things like a human, they're liable to start believing they are human. Next thing you know, they're demanding personal rights, committing crimes, launching terrorist attacks. Watch your mouth. Easy, tiger. I don't want any trouble. Anyway, I'm not selling go somewhere else. Though you'll probably have to walk pretty far. I'm gonna go buy a gift here. Commander, let's leave. Nope, I'm not leaving. Commander, I'm fine, really, let's just leave. No, I'm being a stubborn. Just our luck running into a shop owner who's a Nikke phobe? Is that how I say that? Nikke phobe? Do you often get treated like this? Not always, but often enough. Why? Because Nikkes are weapons. We are not humans. However, we still have a sense of self that rubs a lot of people the wrong way. But you're the ones who are out there risking your lives. Ooh, it's getting busy over on the YouTube side. Yes, it's definitely getting personal. And where do you normally communicate with subscribers? I think it's on Discord. Yes. Discord. Soup. Soup is good. Life only has value when it belongs to the living. We are not living beings. Therefore, we have no lives to risk. That's not right. Even if we did, it would not have the same value as a human. So don't worry about it too much. You always talk like that. Excuse me? Does it make you feel better speaking so flippantly about these things? It doesn't matter how I feel. I only speak the truth. As for the gift, it's the thought that counts. So please, let's just get what we need and head back. No. I want to buy something else. How about some food? Food certainly doesn't discriminate between humans and Nikkes. Everyone gets cake. Everyone gets soup and everyone gets cake. I finally got my hot chocolate stash for the winter, and it's like halfway through winter. So I don't know if I have a decent enough soup stash. I might have to like go get me some Campbell's or something. Or knock off Campbell's, because Campbell's is expensive. Oh, this is a fancy place. Commander! Weren't we on our way to buy food? That's right. This is a restaurant. You can purchase food here, but it won't stay good for very long. I'm hungry. And what about you, Rapi? Are you hungry? Yes, I'm hungry as well. We can buy staples later. For now, let's eat here. Ooh, this might not be good. Okay. 40 minutes later. This is a nice restaurant. Yes, the chef seems quite talented. Would you mind a meal? Or how did you find the meal? It was lovely. Next time we can order whatever your favorite food is. I don't really have a favorite food. I eat pretty much anything. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make things awkward. I just wanted to illustrate how strong my mental fortitude is in that regard. That's a weird thing to do. Okay. Your mental fortitude? Yes. Theoretically, Nikkes do not need to consume food. We are powered by the core within our bodies. The core is capable of generating its own power, and as long as there is no major damage, it can be used without any active input on our part. We do not need to consume food or energy. Then why did you, as I mentioned earlier, it was all to do with the mind. Lies. I bet Rapi has something that she likes. Probably. Well, with the exception of the brain, Nikkes are composed entirely of artificial materials. We are not human. But in terms of our appearance, we are perfect copies of a human being down to our internal structure. Because of that, most Nikkes use their bodies just as humans do. There are pros and cons to this. It allows us to blend in and interact with the rest of society. However, some may experience a mental breakdown when they become aware they are not human. Oh, that would suck. We look identical to humans and act like them, so when we are told we are in fact not human, it can cause a kind of panic to arise within us. That's not what I was wondering specifically, but this is a gacha game. I kinda assume so. I've been informed that when I first started this, to just assume the commander's having relations with like half the roster. Can this panic also occur when you meet someone who has Nikke phobia? No, cursing or physical violence only results in slight emotional agitation, unpleasant thoughts, feelings, or anger, things of that nature. It only becomes serious upon negation of our primary mechanism. Food is a prime example. The moment you realize that you don't have to eat anymore, you instantly become acutely aware that you are different from humans. This results in a sort of cognitive dissonance. Your mental state is negatively impacted. The degree of this impact differs from Nikke to Nikke. There are some who need to eat 3 meals a day in order to feel a sense of stability. Then there are others like me who are able to get by eating once every few days. So that's what I was told. I was told to just assume that by like a couple people, and that's also why I had never picked up Nikke up until now. Because I was fully under the impression this was like a raunchy butt game. It was like when I first played it. Or not even before when I first played it. When I first heard about it last year, I thought it was just a raunchy butt game. And then I was informed, like, no, it initially starts off like that, but it does get better. So I'm giving it its chance. You're back! Oh, raunchy, yeah. We were talking about Nikke's potentially having wombs. When I began playing, I just assumed that it was guns and hot girls. Then the 5 minutes of playing, I got depressed. Yes, exactly. All the sad things. Cause yeah, like it is about within 5 minutes, we just go and have to like shoot somebody. Breed more weapons. Let's see. It's the same with sleep and hygiene. We don't feel tired if we don't sleep, and we do not smell even if we do not wash. I imagine there's some type of smell. However, if we don't sleep and wash, then we become aware. Aware that we are different from humans. This extends to more than just our daily habits. In the early days, the liquid catalysts in our bodies were green. Ooh, so does that mean if they bled green? That would be so jarring. I don't think they can reproduce. I don't think so, Cal. I will do my part to save humanity. Breed more weapons? No. However, whenever we were injured, the sight of green blood spilling from our wounds would result in cognitive dissonance. Yeah, I could see that. In later models, they switched it to red. Eyeballs with ultra-precise cameras implanted, missiles embedded in the abdomen, and booster-mounted legs. Yes, they were superior in terms of performance, but they were also all discarded due to the users being unable to process them mentally. This is the reason why most Nikkes use handheld firearms along with other assisted equipment. Which makes sense if you got like people brain. Like if you got people brain and then you look and you have like missiles for legs, like that would be really jarring, and I can see that. What happens if the cognitive dissonance becomes too great? I imagine they a mind switch. Mind switch. Yes. Simply put, the personality changes. I don't know the details. Once the brain determines it can no longer cope with the cognitive dissonance, it undergoes a radical change. On rare occasions, the new personality that emerges is perfectly fine. Most of the time, however, they go insane. What if they made Nikke specifically for breeding? Oh, that's they're machines, though. I mean, if I got a volunteer to find out, I'll take the bullet. Nah, Bear. Nah. Joseph beat you to that punch. Seen random Nikke hasn't washed for a week. Commander smells her and smells motor oil. That's kind of what I was thinking, Julio. It was like, they smell like the mechanical parts of it. Like, that's what I'm like. I imagine they do smell. It would just be different. That's my thinking on it. Most of the time they go insane. So Nikkes that experience a mind switch are referred to as irregulars, as most irregulars have destructive tendencies and are usually terminated. Is there no other way to fix it? I don't know if fix is the proper term to use. Oh, I'm just like, I've been trying to recalibrate my camera and I was like, oh yeah, Nikke won't let me. There we go. Like a well-greased machine. Ugh. They shower because they want to shower. Also, you've been told to no, not to volunteer. But the process can be reverted through a reboot. Reboot. It's exactly what it sounds like. You wipe the Nikke's memory clean, you revert the mind to the way it was the day before, or even as far back as when they were first manufactured. However, the success rate is low. When one becomes irregular, their brain is physically broken. I've heard there's brainwashing technique that makes the brain a total blank slate, but I've never heard of it, or of any cases where it was actually used. Someone on the net had a theory that Splunderman is Nikke poop? Wait. What? Hang on. Googlings. Oh my god, it's an entire thing. Wait, is that those sugar bars that they eat? Hang on. Oh no. Oh no, I'm gonna have to go down a rabbit hole later. Oh no. What? Oh no! Oh god, okay. It's an entire thing? Oh god, okay. That totally threw me off track. But I've never heard of any cases where it was actually used. So sugar energy bars, no! Oh wow, now I need to do research. The thing that got blue into Nikke wasn't the ass, but the Splitterman deep lore? No! Yeah, no, okay. Because of all this, the central government places a high importance on maintaining Nikke's mental health. A Nikke can become a massive liability if they become an irregular. I won't let that happen to any of you. Well, I'm glad to hear it. I've gone on for far too long. What? I've gone on for far too long. Should we get going? Oh, she's gone on like verbally way too long. I don't know what you just found out, but I'm glad I don't have an idea of what's going on. We need more lore about the Ark's power source, because after 2 events hinting it must be dark. What events hint at it? Because I'm gonna start going do the backlog. I imagine it's like weird nuclear stuff or something. Commander, I think you may have gone overboard with the shopping. I can barely carry all these bags of food. Next time, I recommend that you only purchase what you need. Trust me, we're gonna need all of it. Let's pick out you and me. Then we can enjoy a nice food coma together. Okay, I'll carry these, let's go. No, we can carry them together. So the E-Leg and Tronny one? Or a fresh amount of Nikkes? Oh no. Are a bunch of you new too? Like, are we all just exploring the Nikke universe together? Like, without too much insight? Because this makes this kind of fun. Impending blue video and Nikke deep lore. I mean, I was joking, not joking. I would like us to get to those like lore videos that you wanted to do. Like it'd be fun. It's just we gotta have the time. Okay, let's carry it together. Steps to change. Now that's what I call a meal. So good. After all good food or bought with other people's money is the most delicious. Don't tell Bear that. How about it, Rapi? I enjoyed it very much, thank you. That's good. Well then, so what do we need to do now? My nose needs to stop trying to clog. What do you mean? You've treated us you treated us so well, there must be something you want. What should we do? Take a nap. There's nothing like a solid nap after a good meal. Rapi? Huh. So did you do it? Yep. And they're acting like this? Yep. So they really are different from the rest. Oh, they're talking about us. What are you guys talking about? Oh, this and that. You don't mean that, do you? How can this be? Commander, can I speak with you for a moment? Oh no, what the hell we do? I just know some facts, but not too deep into the theory of Nikke. I think I've heard you tell me those exact words. Oh no. What did you think about today? The conversation I had with you was very much intentional on my part. I wanted you to know just how different Nikkes are from what they're made out to be. So that's what Anise was hinting at. Yes, I wanted to tell you the truth, all of it. Why are you doing this? The mortality rate against commanders may be very high, but much of that is because they simply throw their lives away. They're blinded by the idea that they're the heroes who will save humanity. The same goes for Nikkes. They feel like they are untouchable, an immortal army fighting on behalf of all mankind. None of them consider the inherent danger of it all. So I merely wanted to remind you of this. I've seen too many commanders allow their vanity and their delusions to lead them to their own death. I don't want the same thing to happen to you. Why? You're different. I don't know what it is, but you're different. We care. That's why I hope you still... No, you will live. That's why I hope you will live. Do you want me to resign from being a commander? I don't know. Some part of me does feel that way, but then I also want you to stay here with us. That is why I am telling you the truth. I won't die. You can protect me, Rapi. I'm just gonna say I won't die. Yes, I believe you when you say that, although I can't say why. I like sleep, but not that kind of sleep, Anise. Poor commanders. Ugh. That's what I was under the impression of. I was like, I know that these girls, their stuff was probably done super early on. So I was like, okay. How about you, Rapi? What do you want me to do? I hope you won't change. I don't want you to change. I believe you should remain on your current path. If you continue down this path, it will lead you to what you want. I'm curious where your footsteps will lead you. What changes you will bring forth in this world. And amongst all that change, so long as you remain true to yourself, so long as you continue viewing the world and people in it the way you do now, then we will remain by your side until the very end. Okay. I look forward to working with you, Rapi. Thank you. Let's take care of each other. Commander. Oh, let's take care of each other. They break it up so weird. That's it. Okay.
Let's test your luck.
All right, so event time. I hasn't done like anything today. Yes I do. She was one of the ones I just kind of kept getting spooked.
Let's test your luck.
That's the only way you can get this, right? She's not very well built though.
Shine brightly for... Let's test your luck. Shine brightly for my radiant self.
And of course I don't have her max limit broken, I just have her, her dress. She's too damn cute. Your 9th maid privity? Ew. Oh, that's what it caught you off guard? You're like, wait, that's not an event one. Yeah, I've got Volume, Rouge, Alice, Volume, and Noir. Those are my 5. Oh, no, and Drake. I think I said Volume twice. I already played the event, and you are going to cry. No! Don't make me cry! Don't say that. I just got my first Senti.
Shine brightly for my radiant self.
Senti's the one lady, right? Oh, not that one. Is it she this one? Senti. Oh, okay. With her little not ghosts. Just credit card about it, game. That'll fix it.
Shine brightly for my radiant self.
So, okay, I had to do these because I had to do something so I don't want to waste my logins.
Commander, are you going straight back to the Ark?
Are we not talking about how she's completely changed? Does she change to this in the story? Is this something that happens later on? With this, we can solve anything. Yeah. I need a credit card swipe emote. Yeah, newest chapter? Okay. So this is like super duper new. Yeah, I have a lot of things to do.
If you're not busy, could I speak to you briefly in the commander's room?
Sure.
Jeez, using your transformation as an excuse? Talk about shameless.
Okay. Anissa feels you. Yeah, but, we don't want to spoil it? Okay. Yeah, don't spoil it. I just want to make sure, like, that's not something that I missed elsewhere.
I haven't the faintest idea what you're insinuating, but I'd like for you and Neon to come as well.
Why? Have you got something to say to us?
Yes. I think it's time we talked. About what happened to me. And how I lived. There's a lot that I still haven't told either of you. Or the commander, for that matter.
Ooh. Should we bring something? Fried chicken and soda? Maybe something sweet for snacks?
Okay. I don't know if I'd be like, let me hear your traumatic story time. Let me bring popcorn.
Oh, good idea. Will you be talking for a while, Rapi? If you are, that'll change how much we'll have to buy.
My god.
It's not exactly going to be a fun story. You shouldn't have to prepare too many things.
Oh my god. Okay. Let's head to the outpost. I'll tell the top brass that we've got to handle some quick maintenance issues.
All right. Thank you.
Let's see. Snacks?
Past trauma. I'll bring pizza.
Drinks? Check. Comfortable seating? Check. Washroom? Check.
Oh my god.
You two are really going overboard with this.
Oh boy, we go through we go the emotions and sadness again. You get to, because apparently you already know what's going on. Should we turn on some music?
No, that won't be necessary.
Anise, can I get some of that chocolate syrup? Here. What kind of cookies did you get?
Oh my god.
Raspberry and pecan. Which one would you like? Raspberry.
What the hell?
Hold on. What's that?
All aboard the trauma train!
Oh, these? Cilantro flavored chips. Oh, I think I'll pass on those. I wasn't planning on sharing.
Do either of you ever plan on actually listening to my story?
Oh, sorry. Sorry. We're all done now. I'm ready.
Okay, I think I'll begin at...
Cilantro confirmed in the Nikke verse. I mean, it's Earth, you know?
Whoops, sorry. These are crunchier than I thought they'd be.
It's fine. I'll just get right into it. I'll start from when I was human. With my earliest memory.
So she remembers. Okay. I think that's gonna be my thing this weekend. Hang on. I have this. I have that. I keep losing my pens. Whoop. That's gonna be my goal, is that next week you guys will have a trauma train for the New Year's. I'll see if I can scrounge that together this weekend. Ah! My Sharpie! No! Ah! I almost put my Sharpie in my hot chocolate, and that would have made me probably cry. Okay, it doesn't help that my pen cup is like basically the shape of a cup. Blue, get some napkins, you're going to need them. I mean, I got tissues behind me.
The sudden ambush by those vile raptures has demanded that we move underground, where light cannot reach.
Oh, so she's like turbo old.
We have suffered a long humiliation, to be sure. However, that humiliation will soon be over.
You love trauma? What is wrong with you?
The central government has invested untold time and effort into reclaiming the surface, which was stolen from us by the raptures. We have created countless state-of-the-art weapons, as well as those oh-so-gorgeous goddesses of victory, the Nikkes. With them, we will take back what once was ours from those vile raptures. This great fight is to be called the Surface Reclamation War. Operations will commence in 2 months. Citizens of the Ark, prepare yourselves. Prepare for the moment in which we reclaim our homeland. With the Surface Reclamation War, we will soon bask in the glow of victory!
This commercial is on every single station.
Little Rapi!
I'd rather be watching some cartoons.
You were born in the Ark, weren't you, Rapi?
Yes.
Then you might not realize how much this means to us. All of our real homes are up there.
Up where? In the sky?
So I imagine Rapi was born shortly after the Ark closed.
No, a place called the Surface.
I heard that it's dangerous there.
It is, since there are raptures everywhere.
Raptures are those monsters, right?
That's right. The raptures stole our home, and now we're trying to take it back. To that end, the central government has been preparing
She is
for a
adorable.
very long time.
I very much agree that little Rapi's adorable. I also realize the chances of little human Rapi looking like her Nikke self is like slim. Because it's just their brains like implanted into like robot bodies, right? I noticed that too. The gorgeous Nikkes. Maybe they were just like being gross. Maybe that's why the older ones are, the old pilgrims are so hot.
Aren't the Nikkes the ones doing the fighting?
Yes, they are.
Nikkes are amazing. Goddesses of victory fighting for humanity. So cool.
She even has ice sparkles!
You really like Nikkes, don't you?
Of course. They're the best. They're so strong.
That they are. With them fighting on our behalf, we're sure to win.
I don't understand. What's so great about winning?
What a question. Everything. You've never seen the real sky, have you?
To be fair, if I got my brain put in an android body, I'd be a take bitty goth girl probably. Not if you didn't have a choice. If you didn't have the choice, then, and they're like, cool, you're now a soldier. You get what you get. Like, chances are, even though I have personalities and assets, I'd be like, all right, cool, you're now admin. Like, that's you, Blue. That's all you get. Whoop, there we go.
What do you mean?
I mean the actual sky, not an artificial projection.
I'm still not following.
You'll understand soon enough. The sky is absolutely breathtaking.
I'd talk with Mustang, he'd hook me up. He'd be like, yes, please.
If you say so.
You're not interested? You've been staring at that syringe during our entire conversation.
Is there any chance I can forgo the shot today?
Come now.
You know better than that. You need these shots and the medication to get better.
Okay, so she's
I'm
sick.
going to die in this place.
Who told you that?
Nobody told me, but you said it. You said it while you were talking to another nurse. You kept calling me a poor thing.
Okay.
Is that the end? When you die, does all the pain go away?
I'm sorry, Rapi.
Her name also wouldn't still be
Nurse?
Rapi. My what is it? My immersion is completely gone. No immersions.
Yes?
What happened?
What do you mean?
The surface reclamation war.
You remember all that? That was years ago.
Because Rapi, isn't that her, like Neon's not gonna be Neon's name, right? Like, they get, like, Nikke names. That's why there's, like, the doll son and stuff, right? I can't imagine they'd be like, yes, Blue. Your born name is Blue, so you're gonna keep the name Blue. Instead of being like, cool, you're now Jessica 1.50 patch 3. It just seems like if they're gonna be disposable soldiers, why go through the effort? Oh, that's also true. She does remember all this.
I remember it because it interrupted my cartoons. So tell me, what happened?
We lost.
Then what is going to happen?
Money is tight, so times in the Ark are going to be tougher.
Oh gosh, are you hearing me drink my coffee or my hot chocolate? I'm so sorry. This story answers a lot of your question. Okay.
This hospital might not last much longer either.
Then what happens to me?
I'm not sure. They don't tell me these things. At any rate, we're all done for today. Do you need anything else?
No, I'm okay.
It's been a while since you had any requests. Are you okay?
What does it matter how I feel? I'm going to be lying here for the rest of my life. So what's the point of wanting anything?
You'll get better.
There's no point in trying to make me feel better either. Sorry. Thanks for your help today.
All right then. You get some rest.
Oh, I wanted to say,
Yes?
I've seen a lot of cuts and bruises on your body lately. Are you okay?
That's a turn.
I have been participating in protests.
What kind of protest?
Protests against blaming Nikkes.
Hmm?
They're being blamed for the failure of the surface reclamation war. Detractors are saying that all this time and money was spent on Nikkes for nothing. They say the Nikkes are the main cause of the current financial crisis in the Ark. Unspeakable things have been happening all over the city. I'm vehemently against that.
Nikkes didn't do anything wrong.
That's right. They sacrificed their minds and bodies for humanity. For us, they fought against an unknown foe. It's wrong to treat them like this after they risked their lives to fight for us. So I'm doing whatever I can to help. I know this might be a bit difficult for you to understand, Rapi, but you must never put a price on the sacrifices of others. The act itself is noble.
Okay.
I'll see you tomorrow.
That evening. So she's like super sick with something that she needs like daily treatment. So, okay. That would explain why she'd probably willingly go into a Nikke body then. Boop. Later that evening, while watching the news report on the violent crackdown of the protests, Rapi sees the nurse's name on the list of fatalities. Aww. That sucks. Alright. Yeah! So I think how it works is the Nikke, the people will go and volunteer to become Nikkes, to be like, kind of like how you just volunteer to like, hopefully, I say hopefully, volunteer to enlist into the military type of situation. I think that's kind of how the mentality is. Except, you know, you're now a robot and you might forget who you are and all that fun stuff. Also, hi JD! And hello Party Cat, hello! We are on the trauma train and we just started, so if you wanted to buckle in, feel free to do so. In the terms of Nikke, we are going into Rapi's backstory, and she's currently a little kid. Until now. Now it says several years later.
How are you feeling?
Good.
Okay, let's prepare your injection then.
Alright.
Is there anything else you need?
No.
Very well. Rapi.
Damn it, I'm sorry. I did scuff. I try not to call out lurkers, because there's a whole bunch of people I see on my little list on the side. But yeah, I try not to call you guys out until you type out. And then yeah, with the fact that some Nikkes were criminals when they were human, so it was involuntary. Yeah, don't spoil too much, because I'm very, very new. Please don't spoil too much.
Yes?
The hospital is going to be shut down soon. The recession after the surface reclamation war hit our sponsors especially hard. This hospital has always been run entirely on grants, so times are tough.
Both chats, we should let Blue cook and see what she comes along during this Nikke playthrough. Am I gonna just... You said I'm gonna start crying, so I'm concerned.
I see.
I tried to find a place for you to stay, but I couldn't track down any of your family or relatives.
I know.
Adoption didn't work out either.
I'm not surprised, considering my illness.
There aren't any other viable hospitals either.
I figured.
Rapi,
Yes?
would you be willing to participate in a clinical trial? A new drug is being developed for children like yourself with rare diseases. It's a risky proposition, but if you participate in the trial, the hospital will be given another grant.
What's the trial? He shouldn't be sighing so damn much. I just noted that Switch reversed that awful change that made the title. Oh, good! Good, I hated that too, because I'd go and like, I want to follow this person, and be like, wait, where the frick is your follow button? Have you played Overzone and Red Ash? No, I have not. I've only played the last couple of events, and I've gotten up to 16 in the story. That's it. I'm planning on soon going through the events in release order. Everyone hated it. Yeah, it's more of like, I get what they were going for the Twitch layout, but at least warn us or let us vote something. Because it was like, I'd want to follow somebody, and then like my brain, when I'm tired, I'm like, oh, I can't find your fucking follow button. I guess, whatever. There's a couple people I wanted to follow and I couldn't because I was so tired. I was so irritated about it. So that's good news. How can we trauma more? Make her an orphan? Yeah. But Oh gosh. Yeah, he seems very hesitant about this grant and research and things. Rapi, insert my broken heart.
If you help us, we won't need to close down the hospital. No, never mind.
Yeah, what is this procedure,
I'm
dude?
sorry. What am I saying? Let's finish up quickly so you can rest.
I'll do it. I'll be in the trial.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Doctor,
Yes?
if I die, will I be at peace?
What are you talking about, Rapi?
Tell me, will I be at peace?
I'm not sure either.
Release orders good? Good. Yeah, after this event, I'm planning on doing like no caller ID and like going from there and just doing them. My poor mods had to go construct the list and like figure out the order of things. Several years later. Hashtag free bear. You do so much, dude. Thank you. I do appreciate it.
You're showing improvement. You're getting better. Rapi! You're the first case where this treatment has been successful. So you undergoing this is bound to garner us more financial support. Thank you, Rapi. Thank you so much. You've saved our hospital.
Why don't we see her? Why is she struggling to talk? Rapi points at the TV with trembling hands. On the TV, a person in a military uniform and another in a suit are debating.
Oh, that... Apparently, some Nikkes who are being persecuted attempted to escape to the surface. The central government tried to destroy the elevator that they were using to go up. But there was an accident.
Thank you, mods, for your free work for YouTube. Yeah. I meant hard. Oh, you're... So how is that supposed to read? Thank you, mods, for your... Is it free hard work?
They lost control of the elevator, and it nearly crashed in the middle of the arc. But before it landed, the Nikkes that were on board blew themselves up to prevent a catastrophe. It was an incredibly noble thing they did. People have started referring to this entire incident as the Goddess Fall, and there has been an outpouring of grief for the Nikkes who sacrificed themselves. It significantly curtailed the voices of those factions who were so fervently anti-Nikke before. That program on television is a debate on whether or not to grant Nikkes additional rights.
I haven't spent all your ramen money on gacha rolls. You shush.
Nikkes may not be able to regain the glory of the past, but they can at least escape from this endless cycle of hate. I've said too much. Anyway, thanks to you, Rapi. There's hope. Just hang in there a little longer. I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget to push this button if anything happens. Okay?
The doctor leaves the room, a joyful expression on his face as he flips through the chart. So, if she's getting better, did she get super shitty and now this has been improvement? Or is this like allegedly an improvement and she's actually just shitty? Questions. Rapi frantically presses the red button at her fingertips, but no one comes. Oh, that sucks. For the entire night, the tapping of the plastic button is the only sound which echoes throughout the room. So nobody cares. Okay. He's like, hey, hit this button if you need something. And she's like, okay. Why is nobody showing up? Sounds like they experimented on the orphan for money. Well, no, that's exactly what it was. They were like, hey, we need this stuff to happen. Please, we need grant money, and you're the best candidate. Blue, just continue, you'll see. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. I need to put in my thoughts, my thought vomit, though. Several more years later, so that would put her at least in her teens or old, like young adult, right?
Rapi,
There we go.
Yes?
how are you feeling?
Good.
Okay. Rapi,
What?
you have been cured. Congratulations. We'll be able to have you discharged very soon.
But her whole life's been in a
I'm
hospital.
fully recovered.
Correct.
What happens now?
You live an ordinary life.
How?
Was there anything that you ever dreamed of doing?
Yes, but I can't do it anymore.
The hospital will be moving. Well, restructuring would be a better word. We're in the midst of constructing a new, bigger building. To be exact, it will be a facility and not just a hospital anymore. Your participating in that clinical trial proved the effectiveness of the new drug. Because of that, our sponsors are providing more new drugs and additional financial support greater than we could have ever hoped for. It's a new beginning for the hospital and for me. I'm hoping that
Why
you
bring
can
yourself
start over
into
as
it?
well, Rapi. I found a place for you, and I transferred plenty of money into an account under your name. I would like for you to do something with that.
What? How?
Think about it. You're young and have plenty of money.
But I want to go with you.
Thank you for everything, Rapi. Take care.
Thank you, Doctor.
Okay. That's weird. Controls? Hang on. You throw me into something, right?
Leave the battle to me. Easy.
Wrong game? What do you mean wrong game? It's just odd.
Did you
It's
see
odd.
that, teacher? Wasn't I great?
Rapi walks off, clutching onto the piece of paper in her hand as if it was a priceless artifact. Indecipherable letters and numbers are scribbled on the
I can't
note.
read this address.
Rapi feels the weight of something in her pocket and pulls out a card which is a mixture of black, white, and gold.
Credits? Is this money? How do I use this?
Yeah, that's kinda interesting. She hasn't really... She said, "Thank you, doctor." Is that supposed to be how she said it? Was that supposed to be a nod? Rapi glances around her surroundings. They are entirely unfamiliar to her. Tall buildings encircle her and throngs of people shuffle busily past her. Rapi approaches a man to ask how to read the address and use the card.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
The man still does not turn around. Rapi notices something inserted to the man's ear. Whatever it is apparently being used to block out any outside noise. Rapi approaches to tap the man's shoulder, but he walks off to meet up with what appears to be friends of his, laughing and chatting amongst themselves as they head off. Rapi looks around once again. No one makes eye contact with her. She is unable to approach anyone, and they all either have something plugged into their ears or are busily moving about. Rapi walks aimlessly. She keeps walking. After a while, her feet start to hurt, and she takes another glance around. Everyone is wearing shoes. Looking down at her own feet, she sees that she is barefoot. She begins to walk again. Rapi comes across a large crowd gathered together who are excitedly shouting something. Yeah, I don't think she knows how to read or anything. I don't think she knows how to read. She obviously isn't educated in any way, so that's like huge. She heads closer
Nikkes
towards
are
them.
not machines. We are sentient beings, living things.
It's the doctor font. That's also true. That could also be true, doctor handwriting.
Never forget what happened during the goddess fall. We sacrificed ourselves for humanity, and yet humanity continues to persecute us.
Rapi doesn't understand what the woman was saying. All the people who have gathered stand without anything in their ears. She approaches them to ask for help. An explosion rings out, causing the surroundings to shake. For a brief moment, Rapi feels dizzy and then collapses.
Have they lost their minds? You don't have to use violence to suppress a demonstration. We have to call off the gathering for now. What are you doing? Hurry up and hide! Huh? Who are you? I've never seen you before. You don't seem to be from the central government. Hold on. Are you a civilian? Here, come with me if you want to live.
I'm assuming she exploded. Rapi crouches down. At the same time, she looks at the person who had been shouting at her. She lies motionless on the ground. A pool of strange-colored liquid forms from underneath her. Rapi instinctively turns around and runs.
We've got a runner! I've got her!
Bullets rain down upon Rapi, and she stays low as she possibly can while attempting to run. A bullet grazes her arm, causing her to stop.
Why bother running?
She collapses to the ground. So she was shot? That was a quick turnaround of events. I've been released from the hospital. It's been 10 minutes,
Let's finish this quickly. Just like how I did during practice. Run some calculations. Reload it. Was it
Oh, right. I don't even have to use bursts. I don't even know if that one took.
Did you see that, teacher? Wasn't I great?
Injecting nymph. Injection complete. Anchored to brain. Copying information. Copy complete. What? Why is the capacity so small? Well, it happens. Let's see. There's nowhere she wants to go. Sure enough. Nothing. Her capacity is rather small. No wonder her sense of self is so muted. No need to generate a body map then. This one should be suitable for a mass-produced model.
Before holidays, I was happy once Nikke releases, then I become sad. Yeah.
Alright. Done. Injecting data into nymph. Let's see. Basic tactical pack, surface knowledge pack, rapture data pack, and what is this? Why is her knowledge level so low? Where is this lady from? Spends her entire life apparently sheltered and ends up dead during a protest. Life is strange. Now,
Oh, so she
where's
straight
that
up
knowledge
died.
pack?
So I thought you had to be alive to be transferred. And that's why, like, they didn't always succeed.
There we go. Injecting. What else is left? Is it about done? All right. Let's see. Hand over the brain extraction unit and done.
I'm assuming that was her process. Yep. Rapi opens her eyes.
RR15436.
For some reason, Rapi knows that the series numbers being called is referring to her.
Yes.
How do you feel?
Unsure.
Okay, that's normal. Get ready. We're going out.
Where are we going?
The squad leader brusquely tosses a USB stick to
The
Rapi.
operations details are all in there.
Understood.
Rapi connects the USB to her body, somehow knowing exactly what to do. Her eyes begin to
Resource
glow.
collection mission confirmed. My role is transportation.
Just carry as much as you can handle. If you can handle that, Consider me impressed.
Understood.
Any questions?
No,
You're a strange one.
I don't understand.
People usually ask more about what they're supposed to do, whether it's dangerous, etc. All that knowledge they injected you with doesn't compare to in-field combat experience. And yet you're being put straight into action without any adjustment period. Aren't you scared?
Are you not going to issue instructions during the operation?
I will be. That'll increase your chances of survival, if only minutely.
Then I am not scared. It's clear what tasks I'll be responsible for. It's fine as long as I am not instructed to figure things out on my own.
You really are an oddball.
Okay.
Leave the battle to me.
Pop, pop.
Just like how I did your easy. I'm hiding.
Oh, I didn't even get a chance to shoot it. I think after this next scene, I'll take a really quick break. Get me some more hot chocolate. I want my blue rarity Rapi. What? I'm confused by your sentence. I'm sorry, Barrett.
Squad 0910F has left the Ark and arrived on the surface. Commencing resource acquisition operation. Let's move out. Keep your head on a swivel, everyone.
That is the nice thing, is even though my name is supposed to be like a color, it can be separated from like things like that. So you want like a mass-produced Rapi, is what you're saying. Got it. As the 10 mass-produced Nikkes walk along the surface, not a word is spoken for a while until...
Hey, newbie!
Are you speaking to me?
Yeah, you! You became a Nikke today? Is this your first operation?
Are you planning on engaging in conversation?
I guess?
Conversation is prohibited while engaged in an operation.
Did you hear that, leader?
If you've got the energy and the inclination, go for it. Just keep it down.
You hear that?
Am I to understand that we should engage in a conversation now?
Yes.
Very well. I will proceed in a dialogue with you.
So, how does it feel to become a Nikke?
I'm not sure yet.
I like how they're just color swaps.
I really like it.
Yeah, it's that normal rarity and not the blue one that's on the screen. I do think it's interesting that the blue one's 03 and Rapi's like 02. So would like 01 be like yellow? Bloopy.
I became a Nikke today too. Since I'm being deployed at the same time as you, I guess you could say we're twins in a sense.
Today is your first day as a Nikke?
Yeah.
I thought you had been one for some time.
Me too. I've met a few cheeky Nikkes in my time, but none quite like you.
You're too kind, squad leader.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Have more
Keep
color.
it down, will you? If a rapture hears us, we're dead meat.
Roger. Anyway, I look forward to working with you.
That seems to be Bear's new pastime, is just kind of figuring out how to shoehorn the arts into the arts that I have for the games and the thumbnails into like blue whatever names. So there's Blue Tata. I guess now we got Bloopy. So thank you, Rhoda. Has chat seen Bloopy? No, because we hadn't done anything with it. And I have to find it in the chats, where the hell it is.
What's your name?
RR15436.
No, I mean your real name. Do you remember? I'm Sarah.
I'm Rapi.
Hey, let's try and be comfortable around each other, okay? After all, we're twins.
Bloopy will be on the Discord. Let's see. Let's see. I can show it here in a minute. I just gotta find it.
Very well.
That didn't sound terribly comfortable.
All right.
You'll find it? Okay.
That's better. Then, to commemorate our new friendship, how about we get a drink once the operation wraps up?
I can't drink.
Nikke's can drink?
What do you mean? All you've got to do is take a sip of something and swallow. Easy. I'm counting you in. How about you, squad leader?
It has been a while for me. All right, fine.
All right, that makes 3. How about we make this a squad-wide gathering?
Fine, fine. But don't expect any fancy cocktails or hors d'oeuvres.
Of course, of course. A simple gathering is more than enough for me.
Sierra slowly approaches Rapi
To
and
be
whispers.
honest, I've never drunk before either. When I was human, I was allergic to alcohol, so I couldn't drink. But now that we're Nikkes and none of that matters, this is the perfect chance to try.
You've never drunk before?
Nope.
Why are you so intent on trying something you know nothing about?
It's not every day you get to be reborn. So I figured I might as well try out some new things. How did you become a Nikke anyway?
I got shot.
Where? In the Ark?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what did you do to end up getting shot? Were you the daughter of a grizzled crime boss or something?
Oh my gosh.
I got caught up in a protest.
Oh, that's a shame. Aren't you going to ask me?
Ask you what?
Why I became a Nikke.
Why would I ask you that?
So that we can get to know each other.
Why do we need to know each other?
She's so bland! Sorry. Have you done Rapi's Bond episode? I did that just before I got into this. The game is giving a free blue ticket for doing them. Yeah, I just did it before I started this because I figured it was the correct thing to do. So I had started part of it and forgot to finish it. She's traumatized, Blue, not bland. Have a heart. She was, I don't know.
Leader, there's a squad member over here who isn't a team player.
I'll leave it to you to educate her as needed.
Roger. Oh boy, we're gonna have a whole bunch of stuff to talk about today. First, I want to hear about what kind of person you were as a human.
That's a reference, by the way, a daughter of a grizzled crime boss to another Nikke. Would that be, Rosanna? I like how they cycle important Bond stories for the events. Yeah, I didn't get to, guillotines or maidens. That didn't click for me, actually. That's how that does, but that makes sense, actually. Thank you for pointing that out. I feel special now. You need to spend, gift and even get one pull. Yeah, you don't. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Just get through them.
FYI, I'm pretty darn persistent, so
Sakura, but close.
Won't
Okay.
do you any good.
Rosanna just felt like the more obvious one.
I propose a toast.
I don't have the energy to make any speeches. Let's just drink.
Aw, come on. We all made it out alive, didn't we? That's more than we could have hoped for, so we ought to celebrate.
Huh?
Don't people usually get killed when they go to the surface? We all made it out unscathed, so that calls for a toast, if you ask me.
Fine, do it.
The squad sits around the table with cheap drinks and snacks, chattering noisily among themselves. The atmosphere is a celebratory one in light of their mission being a success. In the midst of the commotion, Rapi quietly sips her drink without saying a word.
This tastes strange.
Rapi, You are a real crack shot out there. You look like those illustrations they've got in the instruction manuals! Pew pew pew! Were you some kind of assassin when you were human?
No,
Then how come you're so good at shooting?
I'm not sure.
Right. I guess it's possible you're just a natural. What did you do when you were human, anyway?
she laid in bed all
What
day.
do you mean by that?
You know, what were your hobbies, dreams, aspirations, stuff like that?
I didn't have anything. Nothing.
No hobbies?
No.
No favorite food?
None.
No turn-ons or turn-offs?
Negative.
I see what's happening here. You're the type who builds up walls and doesn't warm up easily to people.
Oh, she's supposed to be drunk right now? Okay.
Well, you better brace yourself, because you'll find I don't give up easily.
Is that what it's implying? Do Nikkes get drunk? I didn't know that. Sierra suddenly slumps forward, her head slamming onto the table, and she falls asleep.
Wow. That's my first time seeing someone pass out after drinking half a cup of booze. One of you barely makes a sound, and the other makes such a racket I could tear my hair out. Talk about a real pair of oddballs.
Rapi, what's your favorite color?
I don't have one.
Then how about red? I think it suits you.
I mean, she's doesn't have a choice, that's what she's wearing.
If you say so.
Rapi, do you have any aspirations or anything like that?
I'm not sure.
Well, as for me, I'd like to, actually, I'm not going to say. Until you give me an answer, I won't tell you anything about me. If you want to hear my story, then you've gotta give me a proper answer. Got it?
I'm assuming this girl dies very soon.
I'm telling you, you better bust out the tissues, cause my story is a real tearjerker. Dang, that was tough. Did you ever travel around when you were a human?
No.
Is there anywhere you want to go?
That's the vibe you're getting? Okay.
Not sure. I don't know.
Come on. You're telling me there isn't a single place you're interested in going?
I don't know.
Hey, Rapi.
Yeah?
I'm tired of waiting. By the time you end up giving me an answer, I'll have forgotten my entire story.
I'd like to know how long the VA is having fun, I think. Oh, absolutely. That's the best. And yeah, she does talk a lot. Like, holy shit. Which is why I'm like, she's talking and talking and talking, and like, she's getting murdered. She's dying. She's dying here.
When we get back, I'm gonna end up talking about myself all night, so be sure to clean out your ears beforehand.
I'm gonna go get my water bottle behind me. One second. Apparently I'm going to cry, so I'm gonna need to hydrate.
Oh, and have plenty of snacks and drinks prepared. Just no alcohol, okay?
Okay.
No sleep for you tonight.
All clear. Come in, squad leader. All raptures have been eliminated. Awaiting further instructions. Waiting for your order. Please issue a command.
Rapi looks around. Nikke bodies lie scattered everywhere. They are all dead. Rapi moves slowly in search of any survivors. The squad leader's entire upper half is gone. 2 Nikkes have been decapitated. Rapi glances at the other bodies lying on the ground. Sierra is nowhere to be seen amongst them. Rapi stands in front of the 2 Nikkes without their heads.
Sarah, I was a sickly person. From the day I was born, I never stepped beyond the walls of the hospital. It was my entire world. The day I was finally cured, I was unceremoniously thrust into the world. That's when I was killed. So I don't know anything. I don't know what kind of person I was. I don't know what I wanted to do. I'm sorry. I wanted to answer all of your questions. But there's nothing else I could have said to you other than that. I wanted to know about your story.
Now you need napkins.
I was always curious about how other people live their lives. But I don't even know what kind of questions to ask. I'm sad.
Proceeding as usual. I'll be with you soon. Activating reloading mechanism.
Yeah. Puts a damper on things. Checking in to say hello. Hope you're having a great night. Thank you so much for stopping at Puddle.
I'm glad this battle ended safely.
The pink DK's cute. She is. She's odd.
I can't believe I'm already about to graduate.
She's definitely super happy.
Oh no, I was just getting into the groove.
Are we having a great depression? Man, every time that the burst comes out, I go to hit the button, it's like, nope, no bursts. You don't get to see any animations today.
I'm glad this battle ended safely.
Since we're on a screen, Bear mentioned Bloopy. I think that's what we dubbed her. Oh gosh, it's huge. So I have Bloopy. I get art done for thumbnails and stuff, and this is the Bloopy art. I might do some other Nikkes and stuff. I'm not sure. So yeah, there be Bloopy. I have to go to the shop anyway to go purchase stuff. So I'm using Bloopy as a cover. Oh, come here. Come here. There you go. Oh, is she already in the Nikke thumbnails? I was not sure. Bear takes care of all those now. I don't do them anymore. So thank you, Bear. You've been just rolling her out, I see. So Bloopy does exist. You earn your ramen. Rapi stands in front of the vending machine. She enters her name. A bar of Splendimin comes out with a thunk. Oh god, we're back on this. She picks it up and heads to an empty seat in the cafeteria. Voices can be heard all around her.
Yeah, that's her. I saw her name when she entered it in the vending machine. RR15436.
I was going to. I want to. But I'm on 8. Yeah, you're right. Oh, I'll be back. I'm gonna go get me some more hot chocolate. Be back in a few minutes. And it's not catnip cocoa, dang it. I've gotten pretty good about like at the 5-minute mark being like, all right, I'm ready. Like as I'm sitting down, my little notification of going, hey, it's 5 minutes, like goes off. Pretty proud of that. All right, so Rapi went and got some deep lore bar, and people, I guess, are rumoring about her?
Isn't she the one who brought back the head?
Oh. Head of what?
Yeah. And she still got an appetite after that? Incredible.
Apparently she brought back 3 heads, not just 1.
Wasn't it 5?
I don't know. I heard 3.
Should we ask?
Let's go. I think she's alone.
Rapi takes a bite of her Splendimin bar. She swallows it roughly and is about to take another bite when two mass-produced Nikkes sit down across from her.
You're RR15436, right?
That's right.
Were you in Squad 0910F?
Yes.
I heard they were all wiped out during an operation. Well, I guess not entirely wiped out, considering you're still alive.
Anyway, I heard you brought back a few severed heads. Was it 5 or 3?
3.
Wow. So the stories are actually true? Amazing. But why do you do that?
Nikkes can survive and be regenerated as long as their brains are intact.
So, you cut your squad mates' heads off and brought them in?
It's pretty cold and calculated.
And you've still got an appetite after all that grisly business?
I failed to see the correlation between the two.
Oh, well, it's just... There you are, yucking it up with your squad mates one moment, and the next you're cutting off their heads. Yet you seem completely unaffected.
I simply felt the best outcome would be for them to be brought back to life.
But you don't feel unsettled in any way?
Not at all.
Eesh. Personally, I don't think I'd be able to do it.
So is Rapi's issue that she's more robotic personality-wise than she is human? Is that why she works so well?
I heard you got some kind of medal.
Yes, I did.
That's it? Just a crummy medal?
They also said I could join any squad of my choice. I received some credits as well.
Credits? How much?
20 million.
Wow. They're really laying it on thick these days.
I still find it hard to believe. Did you really bring back 3 heads?
Yes.
So, you're telling me there you are, the only one left standing. You take the heads of your 3 squad mates, stuff them in a brain shelter, then traverse the surface, on your own, mind you, for an entire week before arriving at the Ark?
That's right.
And you didn't run into any raptures on the way?
I attempted to avoid combat as much as possible, but I ended up in 12 separate engagements.
And you defeated them all? By yourself?
Yes.
I know what you're doing. I don't care how desperate you are for attention. You should know better than that.
I don't understand what you mean.
I mean, she's so flat, right? Just clinical from all the depression and dying. Rapi might just be John Wick. I haven't seen John Wick. I don't know. I need to sit. I think they have a 5th movie that's being made right now, so I should probably go watch those.
If you're gonna lie, you could at least try and make it more believable.
I'm not making anything up.
Be honest. You butchered your squad members before going on the operation. And you left 3 alive so you could take their heads with you. You did it all so you could get that goofy medal.
Hey, what's gotten into you?
Doesn't this all seem awfully suspicious to you? If she wants to make up stories, fine. But she's making herself out to be some kind of goddess. What a load of crap. If you want to be a hero, do it the right way. Don't resort to dirty tricks.
Here's the thing, though. If that's exactly how it went down, and she was like, yeah, I wanted my people to be brought back. When they get brought back, wouldn't they, like, rat her out if that's exactly what happened?
What if she's telling the truth?
How does that make any sense? Don't you find this even the slightest bit bizarre?
I mean, it does seem far-fetched.
Yeah, I must get my memory out. There's a possibility. I imagine if I got decapitated, I may not want to remember it. However, just a thought. Like, it'd be dumb. It'd be dumb unless you go intentionally request it or something.
You see? I'm telling you, she's lying through her teeth.
I'm not lying to you.
Of course you are! Without any proof, there's nothing I can do.
It is kind of nice to see the mass-produced Nikkes in something, though.
I just feel terrible for those innocent Nikkes who died by your hand. Do you remember their faces? Their names? Do you remember what kind of people they were?
Rapi doesn't know how to respond to the situation. She has never been taught and there is no protocol in her nymph for a scenario such as this. So she decides to follow her instincts. Oh, well.
My tooth! Hey, are you crazy? She's crazy! Instructor! Instructor!
Oops. So, okay. So she just starts wailing on them? What? And what? What? Okay. I'm muted? I'm muted. I shouldn't be muted. I see that I'm fine. Oh, okay. I'm like, Bear, stop it.
As far as I can remember, that was the first time I have ever acted on my own accord.
A memorable day, sure. But one marred by violence.
Zephyl's got in the car and it hooked up to the Bluetooth in the car. Oh no! So I'm just yelling at the missus. Oh no! Oh, I can see that. I can see that being a problem.
So, what happened next?
So she's just hearing me complain that I'm muted, and she's just like, why do I hear Blue? Why am I hearing Blue in the car? Let me just take the cups to, like, get ice cream. Like, shut up, Blue.
Fights between Nikkes weren't as common back then as they are now. So, I was sent to the rehabilitation center.
The rehabilitation center?
Yeah, bonk the bear. Hang on. I want a boost. I want a boost for a second. I need this out of my system. I'm gonna get rained on, but I wanted to bonk the bear. Okay.
Oh, man.
Freaking everybody out like that, Bear. Bad.
Today sure isn't your lucky day.
I'm so bad. I keep missing.
I was just getting into the... I hope you'll enjoy the fruits of my efforts. I want to preserve beautiful memories of my campus life.
Everyone will have a blast in Wonderland! You're all set! Give me a few minutes and I'll be right back into it.
Everyone has their own fantasy. Watch. You like watching Ein shoot things that she's the only one who checks the round after reloading? Oh, I'll have to pay attention to that. She's the blondie, right?
We won!
They are not heartless machines, they are our friends, and we must work with them for a better future. With Nikke. This ad is brought to you by Tetra Line. Rapi stares blankly at the TV hanging on the wall in the corridor behind the bars. Rather than feeling guilty for striking someone, she feels elated for having had a will of her own and acting on it for the first time.
Will I be able to try other things as well?
Hey, be quiet.
Rio.
They always show it right after that ad, so hush up.
Thrilling music plays from the TV. Rapi turns her gaze back to the scene. A woman in a flashy outfit dances and sings with a wide smile. After about 20 seconds of her routine, the woman disappears and an ad for vitamin supplements begins to play. Rapi turns her attention to the Nikke who had spoken earlier.
You seem to be a big fan of Pretty.
She's the best. She gives me strength.
Rapi continues to stare at Rio. So is Pretty a Nikke that we encounter somewhere else? I'm enjoying my mint chocolate. It's so cozy. Unable to take her eyes off of her expression, her entire face is beamed with joy and excitement.
What are you looking at? You aiming to end your life early?
Rio, please. If we cause trouble here, who knows what will happen to us?
Hello, Droxy. Hello. Welcome in.
I don't understand. Do I die if I look at you?
You're about to if you keep looking at me like that.
What precise sequence of events would lead to such an outcome?
Hello, hello.
1, you keep staring at me. 2, I get pissed off. 3, I beat you to death.
I don't follow the progression from 1 to 2.
Keep staring, and you'll find out real quick.
Hey, I'm sorry about her.
You gonna keep eyeballing me?
Yes, since I want to understand.
Alright, fine. Allow me to make it crystal clear for you.
Ryu bum rushes Rapi. Is this the new event? Yes! I went and did the Bond story before I started, and I'm about... this is like chapter 10 of the event, I think? If I'm guessing right. But yeah, it's a new event. Rapi instinctively punches Ryu on the chin, and she falls to the ground with a heavy thud. 8 or 9? Okay.
I still don't understand.
Don't say,
Is there
uh-oh, I'm
anything I
new.
am missing?
I won't forget this.
Rio? Rio? Oh my. She's fainted. You're pretty good. What's your name? I'm Wendy. Rio was the one passed out on the floor.
I am RR15436.
Wendy silently looks at Rapi with a faint smile. A smile Rapi can't fully make sense of.
I'm Rapi.
Okay. Rapi. Nice to meet you. We're all mass-produced Nikkes here, so we're free to speak casually.
Rapi's a natural boxer. The 1-2 she out. How many ads is my thing doing? Jeez, it felt like it just came out of one. Rapi understands what she meant by that.
What did you do to get in here?
Yep, it's Rapi! It's Rapi in the before times. You missed it quite a bit on the earlier trauma train. What did you do in here?
I see you're not one for small talk.
Do you have any hobbies? Where would you most like to go? What are your aspirations?
Oh, she just totally copied those.
I must say that I'm not used to such a direct approach. It's caught me off guard a little. How about you?
Me?
Yeah. Shouldn't you start by telling us your story first?
I don't have anything to say.
Then I'm afraid there's no deal.
I truly don't have anything to say.
Huh?
I have no hobbies. There is nowhere I wish to go. No aspirations. I have nothing.
Was your memory wiped?
No. I simply have nothing to recall.
Come now, that's impossible. Every person has at least got some memorable things to remember.
I am no longer a person. I am a Nikke.
You're funny. At least it looks like I won't be bored in here.
I like to think that I'm right, and she's just so robotic that it
Why
works.
won't you be bored? Is there something interesting in this place?
There certainly is. I'm looking right at her.
You can leave this to me. Trust me.
You said Blondie. Oh, she does kinda. She eyeballs it.
Just a second, teacher.
It's really quick. It's really subtle. But it's there. Oh, so yeah, we would be... The next one's chapter 9. Rappy's John Wick. I just need to watch those. I need to watch the John Wick movies. I just know that his story is something about his dog.
Okay during moments like that.
But I'm not. So why would I say I am?
It's a matter of politeness, a social courtesy.
I appreciate it, Bear. Maybe we can theory craft later.
Just keep that in mind, okay?
Okay.
Pop quiz. Someone steps on your foot.
What do you say to them? You got a death wish or something, punk?
Oh no. Okay.
I see Rio's been teaching you more inappropriate phrases. You should say, "It's okay."
Okay, again?
It really is a magic word. It makes you out to be the bigger person, which causes the other person to think about what they've done. It's a way to defend yourself while also attacking.
Why is it necessary to defend and attack during a conversation?
Ugh, this is so frustrating. Where does someone this clueless even come from?
Does your chin still hurt?
Of course it does. I'm letting it slide because you apparently didn't know any better, but if you'd done it intentionally, you'd be 6 feet under by now.
She's not like Modernia. I feel bad that Modernia got into books and movies, and it's bad. She's so innocent. It's the worst.
6 feet under? What does that mean?
Dead. In the ground. Buried.
But why?
Ugh, you're driving me crazy! Wendy, I've got a proposition.
What is it?
We toss her out into the open and have her figure it out on her own.
That's how she got into this mess.
She'll either get beaten up or cursed out, and she'll have to learn the hard way.
That may be true, but there are 3 reasons why I'm using the current approach.
What are they?
1, we have a lot of time to kill here at the rehabilitation center. 2, with this new information, Rapi might go on to teach other people who are clueless like she once was.
How does that help us?
She's useful for us as well. An opportunity to impress yourself upon another isn't easy to come by as a Nikke. 3, it's fun.
Rio glares intently at Rapi's expressionless face.
Yeah, fun. Oh, it's time for the ad.
Everyone's attention turns to TV in the hallway.
Everyone be quiet.
They are not heartless machines, they are our friends, whom we must work towards a better future with Nikke. This ad is brought to you by Tetraline.
Here comes Pretty.
Quiet!
All right.
Rio stares at Pretty dancing and singing on the TV, mesmerized. After the ad ends, she seems to savor the lingering emotion it stirs within her.
Yeah?
Are you into Pretty?
What do you mean?
Huh?
You have the same look on your face as when you have a special meal. You always want it all to yourself.
Well, I guess there's a bit of overlap. If only because there is that feeling of desire. However, to be exact, it's more like envy.
What are you envious of?
Oh, the way she sings and dances. How all eyes are on her. Not to mention how gorgeous she is. I want to be like that, but I can't. Here you go, envy.
Why can't you be like that?
Are you seriously asking me that? Look at me. Use your brain for just a moment.
You and Pretty are both Nikkes. You're both Nikkes. So why can't you be like her?
Is there anyone you want to be like?
No.
Of course not. You will eventually, way down the line, I guarantee it. Then you'll understand what I mean. Wanting to become something is one thing. Actually becoming it is a different story.
I'm not sure I understand.
You are exhausting, you know that? I'm going to sleep. Today's lesson ends here.
That would be exhausting to have to teach somebody who is able to do actions but doesn't understand anything, like mannerisms and stuff. That would be very difficult.
This is pretty close to our practice drills, just like how I did during practice. All clear. I'm glad this battle ended safely.
What if Rio becomes a superstar? Who knows? Who knows? The clanging of the iron doors closes and echoes through the hallway. I really wish the stages for events scaled. Yeah, it does kind of suck that I just blow through them. Rapi stares at the entrance to the rehabilitation center. She finds the mental exercises and forced labor at the center far more from enjoyable.
I should never have come here.
Hey.
Rapi.
Hmm?
I was waiting for you.
Let's go.
Where?
You haven't decided on a squad yet, right?
Not yet.
Come with us. Join our squad.
Why?
For crying out loud, just come. Why do you always have to ask questions?
That's just how she is.
You're right. We want you to come with us because we feel sorry for you. And there's still a lot to teach you. So, stop talking back and just come.
The first event had 30k CP requirement for normal and 70 for hard. Well, I mean, at that point, that means that's about where I'm at in the story, because I just finished chapter 16. Now it's like 4 digits max. I'm gonna have to pay attention now.
Our squad has its own unique name instead of a serial number. I've already brought you up to the squad leader, so hurry.
The squad has a name?
Yeah. Most squads go by serial numbers, but those that are a cut above the rest have actual names. Ours is Skullhead. Ever heard of it?
Oh boy, early Rapi, what a handful to deal with. Yeah, exactly.
No.
Look it up. We're quite famous.
All I see are articles about you being involved in violent incidents.
There are only recent articles. Look up some older ones.
Who cares about what articles have to say anyway? Are you coming or not? For your information, our squad specializes in combat. We operate differently from transporting or mining squads. You can fight, can't you? That's why you got that medal?
A combat squad?
Mass-produced Nikke squads are divided into 3 main types. First are those which secure resources on the surface. They go up to the surface, locate resources, and transport them back to the Ark. The conditions they have to work in are far from ideal. That's what your previous squad was.
Whoops.
Right?
Whoops. The conditions are far from working are far from ideal. The mortality rate is high.
Yes.
The second is Ark defense.
Oh wait, so what was her first one? It was transportation, right? Yeah, transport and locate. Okay.
They stay in the Ark and maintain law and order. At least, that's what they tell us. In reality, the Nikkes are little more than cannon fodder and emotional punching bags. And the third is combat units. That's what Skullhead is. They either overhaul key facilities on the surface, or proceed to specific areas to exterminate raptures. They're the creme de la creme of the 3 types. The mortality rate is the highest, but so is the glory. Even though Nikkes were heavily criticized for their disappointing performance in the Surface Reclamation War, the Goddess Fall incident and the With Nikke campaign promoted by Mustang, the CEO of Tetraline.
So just to be clear, the Goddess Fall incident is the elevator exploding with Cinderella and stuff and peeps in there, right? That's what that is? Even though they weren't supposed to know about Cinderella and them in there?
Have allowed us to regain some of our former
Correct?
glory.
Okay.
The treatment we received has improved by leaps and bounds, so it's a coveted role for any mass-produced Nikke.
Not for me.
We know you don't desire anything, but in extreme environments where life and death hang in the balance, anything can happen. I'm saying that there's a high chance you'll find something you want.
They're like, hey, you seem like you're a adrenaline junkie, whether you realize it or not. Let's just make you cave into that.
Besides, it's not like you have anything else going on, do you?
I don't.
Then join us, why don't you?
You wanted to say it, but I didn't want to spoil the fun of figuring out yourself. I want to make sure. Did you do the Old Tales event? They touched on that. Yes, I did do the Old Tales event. Oh my gosh, words. I did Old Tales event. The Secret Garden event. I've done the last couple ones. Like I think Old Tales was the first major one I really did.
Wouldn't it be better to stay with us
Very
rather
new.
than rub strangers the wrong way?
I don't rub people the wrong way.
You're doing it right now.
I'll come with you. What do I have to do?
System error. Is that intentional or is that my system error?
Shine brightly for my radiant self.
Hold on. I'm breaking things. I think I did break something. Hang on. That was not intentional. Okay.
Leave the battle to me.
I did get the Cindy skin. Yes, I caved.
Reloaded. Wasn't that cool?
She looked too pretty with the blue eyes.
I hope you'll enjoy the fruits of my efforts. I want to preserve beautiful memories of my campus life.
It's different from the Cinderella elevator. Okay. Interesting.
All clear. I'm glad this battle ended safely.
I'm gonna exit. And then, let's see. Just to make sure I got it. Okay, okay. I just wanted to make sure that I got that one correctly. All right, I see the arguments for the game. It has its moments. I mean, this one's 14,000 bear. It's got an extra digit on the end. They added another 0.
Rapi, stop them! Don't let them through!
Roger.
Rio, are you okay?
They blew off one of my legs!
Hold on, I'm coming! Rapi, cover me!
Roger. I'll keep an eye on the Rapture heading in that direction.
Much appreciated.
What lovely reassurance.
We raised a good student.
Phew! We nearly brought the fire back there.
You said the same thing yesterday.
All joking aside, raptures these days are no joke. They're getting stronger and faster.
That's true. It might not be possible to beat them with our current weapons before long.
Are the Raptures evolving?
What kind of crackpot theory is that? How could a bucket of bolts like those things evolve?
Ordinarily, I'd agree with you. But I think at this point, it's undeniable. I'm not sure if evolution
They look like they're kind of
term,
fleshy and organic,
but they're
so...
absolutely getting stronger.
If you're all done with maintenance, we're moving on to the next operation area.
I'm not done yet. I'm still putting my leg back together.
Hurry it up, for crying out loud. If we're late, it's your fault.
No, that would be your fault, you jackass. Not mine.
She's so snappy.
What did you say?
You heard me.
Hurry up. We need to get a move on.
Yeah.
The new commander exchanges a few nervous glances before
It's
leaving.
people like him that are causing us to go through such a rough patch.
I can't deny that. The switch from having our own squad leader to a human commander has muddled the chain of command and resulted in more casualties.
Oh,
How long
interesting.
has it been?
2 weeks.
Only 2 weeks have passed and we've already gone through 3 commanders?
Oof. Okay. And I think at the beginning of the game they said a commander usually only lasts like 3 missions. Okay.
Correct.
Is this only happening to us?
No. It's the same everywhere else.
What a load of crap this is.
I agree with you there. With that being said, I think they'll be doing away with the commander system soon enough. The fatality rate amongst the commanders is so high that there won't be many officers left in the Ark before long.
These higher-ups don't have the slightest clue what they're doing.
This is the very last one. I think if, I can't imagine there's gonna be too much spoilers.
Okay, at one point in time,
well, maybe, because yeah, they gotta hook you for the part 2.
Absolutely incredible. But how many times do we have to keep failing before they get it through their skulls that this system doesn't work? How long are they gonna keep trying to ram these commanders down our throats? If they're so desperate for qualified commanders, why don't they build some kind of military academy?
These are just rumors. But there is apparently a squad with a human commander who is performing extraordinarily well. I believe he's called New Hope. He's the reason the higher-ups continue to enforce this commander system.
Maybe some spoilers.
That's not the only thing they're experimenting with. They're also trying out all manner of different engagement tactics in different locations.
I'm assuming they're talking about Anderson.
Why would they be doing that?
The answer lies in another rumor that's been going around.
Do you always spend your entire day gossiping?
I heard the central government is preparing for a second offensive to reclaim the surface.
What?
One 100 times larger in scale than the first offensive.
They didn't say his name, they just said that his nickname was New Hope. So they didn't actually say it. Oh, the biggest spoiler was that they make Nikke's from dead humans. Yeah, that was news to me too.
Did you say 100?
Again, it's just a rumor at this point. But I do think it's possible. That would explain why they are experimenting with different tactics. If they're preparing for all-out war, they'd want to collect as much practical data as possible.
War?
Hey! Hurry up and move!
Yeah, we're going. I hope that punk gets what he deserves out there.
Don't joke about that kind of thing.
Who says I'm joking?
I understand why you feel that way.
Let's get this over with and head back. There's a concert tomorrow, so I've got plans lined up from morning onwards.
Pretty?
You bet.
I heard she was in a bit of a creative slump. Is she back?
I assume these guys are dying too.
What are you talking about? She was never in a slump.
Right. My apologies.
You guys want to come? I heard entry is free.
No thanks.
I'm also not interested.
Is it free because she's Death Flag? No. Right? Yeah, nah. These guys are going away here in like the next 5 minutes. I took too big of a gulp of my hot chocolate. Next day, Nikke dormitory. Rapi examines her equipment prior to being deployed. Wendy lies on the bed playing with her phone.
Are you getting ready already?
Yes.
How come you're always so on top
I'm
of
sorry,
things?
I'm just saying what's written.
It's easier this way.
How long has it been since you joined us, Rapi?
3 years.
That long? Time really flies. It's been a while since I've asked you, but... have you discovered what it is you want to do?
No. Not yet.
She's still Rapi bot.
I see. Well, I should start getting ready.
Wendy suddenly bolts upright, leaping off the bed with startling speed.
Rapi!
What?
Have you read the Arc Daily today?
No, not yet. What is it?
Pretty. He's dead. She was murdered by a Nikke phobia in the middle of her comeback concert.
What about Rio?
I'll contact her.
The thing I hate the most in these games is that it's over animated. Like the characters have those over amplified movements, like the girl on the right. I don't know. It's kind Just an idle animation. I don't think they're... I think Nikke does it pretty well, where it's not... I'm not having to look at too many things at the same time. Like, that's just an idle movement. It never changes.
The last message I got from her was that she'd arrived at the concert.
I'm here.
Rio!
What's wrong?
Are you okay?
What do you mean?
Pretty... she...
Oh, that. I'm okay. Too bad about her dying.
This is a great amount of animation as a first-time player.
Huh? She died so easily.
What?
It was hard to believe she was even a Nikke.
Rio?
Oh, Rapi.
Yes?
It's been a while since I gave you a lesson. Here's one more thing.
Yes?
There's no point in trying so hard. None of it matters when you die. You can strive to be the best in life, inspire countless people, and give them hope. And it all amounts to nothing in the end. Life is meaningless. It doesn't matter how hard you try. If some crazy person intent on ending your life comes after you, it's all over in an instant. So what's the point? No need to put so much effort into living.
Rio.
No matter how much you strive to achieve, how brightly you shine, how beautiful you are, all someone has to do is lift a finger, and your life ceases to exist. So don't bother trying. It's all meaningless.
Alright. Well, it's like, I'm reading between the lines of what happened. It doesn't seem to have registered with the other two. Wendy approaches Rio and embraces her.
Rio.
What's wrong? I'm okay.
You're clearly not okay, Rio.
It's all so meaningless. What's the why did Pretty work so hard to achieve everything she did? All it did was get her killed.
That's not true. I didn't know Pretty personally, but I'm sure the reason she worked as hard as she did was because she was striving towards something.
But we'll never find out what that something was. It's not like she'll ever get there anyway. Not anymore. It's better to give up on any dreams or aspirations you have. It all amounts to nothing when you're gone.
A few days
Rio,
later.
Did you want to become like Pretty?
No. I wanted to become a pop star like her, yes, but not Pretty specifically. What? Is that so hard to believe?
So, it was more than just liking her music, huh?
Okay, so I dreamed of becoming like her. Is that not allowed? Even though I never made any concrete steps toward that dream, it all ended so suddenly anyway. A dream that died before it even began.
Rapi.
Rapi hands Rio an envelope with extravagant patterning?
What's this?
It's a ticket to partake in an audition to be the next Tetra pop star.
What?
Rapi and I had to pull some serious strings in order to get that.
But these are so sought after. You can't even pay for them.
Everything has a price.
We found a way to purchase it.
How much did you pay?
In a situation like this, I think it would be better for you to simply say thank you rather than ask how much.
I can't do this. I haven't even practiced, let alone gotten into the right headspace. I don't have any outfits, and...
Well, you can start now. The audition is in 3 months.
Okay.
I'll be rooting for you.
She's trying to be
I want
sweet.
you to show me that
I bet it had something to do with her 2 million she just had that she probably never used.
hard work pays off. I'm sure you will learn a lot.
Think of this as being like one of the lessons we gave Rapi. Now, go get him.
Okay. I'll try my best. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Rio continuously hums a song by Pretty throughout her mission. Despite multiple warnings by the new commander to stay quiet, Rio pays him no mind and continues humming. Even when he begins harassing her, Rio shrugs off the remarks and continues undeterred. That night, Rio, her eyes crimson red, fires upon her squad mates as she hums Pretty's song. After Wendy is forced to shoot down Rio, she smiles briefly and then turns the gun on herself. Not the greatest time to raid! Oh dear. Hello! Hello, EXE, thank you for the raid. You were also playing Nikke. Hello, raiders. I'm blumetalbunny. I'm towards the end of the event today, so I don't know if that's a concern for you guys. But hello. I swear, Droxy, it was louder before. I had it super duper loud. But hello everybody, welcome in. I'm a variety streamer. Yeah, not the greatest time to raid. It's very sad here. Thanks for more people to traumatize. Yeah, that's where we're at the moment, just traumatizing everybody. But hello. What were you guys doing over in Nikke? Hopefully something a lot more cheery than what I'm reading. That was the most inappropriate air horn ever. I know. Oh. Oh no, ads. Oh dear. Just dailies and trying to get good before you are? What's you are? I'm a new player, so I'm not fully, I don't know all the lingo. Is that... I can't even think of what that event would be. Is that like the new... No, this is the New Year's event. And then she did... and then she did herself in Blair's horn. Good luck on Blacksmith. Oh, that's one of the bigger bosses, right? Let me just do that real quick for a minute. Not leave that up on the screen. I don't want anybody getting upset with me on the streaming services. Union raid. Okay. So in trying to get good before the union raid, I am terrible with my union and just kind of throw together spaghetti and hope it sticks. And so far no one's yelled at me. And that's good, considering my mods are like the top people in there. So I think they just like the fact that I participate. Literally drags us all down. I'm doing my best. Actually, I think I'm doing better than half of your union because I think they haven't logged down in like a year. So I don't know. Yell at me, I guess. But I'm literally better than half of them. Burp, 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 burp. Yeah, our union has top 40s, I think, last... Oh, nice! I can definitely see why that would be something you wanna like polish up for. Absolutely. Yeah, I did all that earlier today, so I just, as I said, I just kind of throw spaghetti at the wall because I just finished chapter 16. I am in the middle of a scene though, where it's like very towards the end, the first half of the current event. So as a warning, if you guys don't want any more spoils than what was already on my screen, please feel free to plug your ears, I suppose. Plug your eyes. But yeah, I appreciate the raid. Yeah, this is your spoiler warning that I'm gonna pop it back up. Because I don't know if the natural progression of the gems would have it so this is released, because I like just doing the whole entire part at the same time. But yeah, thank you guys so much for rating and stuff. I am gonna go ahead and go back to the story though. So this is your last warning, and there it is. Boop. I've been definitely hydrating. I plan on cutting it after this. Please don't plug your ears, but close them. You can put fingers in your ears as long as you don't push too hard. You won't damage them. When Wendy's upset, she's upsetty spaghetti. The gunshots draw in nearby raptures and a battle breaks out. The commander dies in the skirmish and only 2 members of the squad are left standing. Rapi and the other survivors return to the Ark. Rapi is put on standby after a routine checkup. There's a warning on the news cautioning the public against fake Tetra Nikke audition tickets, which are circulating. Aww. That sucks. You probably bought a bad ticket. The Skullhead squad is disbanded due to the members being killed in action. Rapi begins to understand what Rio meant by life being meaningless. Rapi looks at the mirror. In her reflection, she sees the same expression Rio has shown on the day that Pretty died. Oh, it finished today for free to play? Cool, cool. She feels empty. Yeah, I just know that I'll go ahead, depending on how, like, the times land, so... So today was free to play. That makes me feel better.
Just like how I did. I hope you'll enjoy the fruits of my efforts. I want to preserve beautiful memories of my campus life. Everyone will have a blast in Wonderland! We're having such a great time together! Wasn't that cool?
Did you see that? I'm strong, but my comrades are stronger.
It's like I was clicking it and it wasn't really going. Time passes. Rapi continues to carry out her missions as part of an unnamed combat squad. Before she knows it, all squad members except for her are replaced, either due to being killed or by going mad. Ooh. This process repeats itself several times. There were many who had hopes and dreams of something better, but they all died before they had a chance to realize those dreams. No one was immune to corruption and none could overcome it. Rapi couldn't remember how many lives she had to end, their eyes burning red as they repeated the same words over and over again. The mind switch is a horrifying spectacle. Their victims' personalities transform in an instant, and any relationships and bonds they might have had disintegrate instantly. Innumerable Nikkes lost their lives in a flash. They were lost to raptures, the environment to humans, to other Nikkes. Their lives seemed so fleeting and fragile, devoid of meaning. All Rapi wished for was for it to be over. For these aimless, purposeless days to end. Time passes. The Ark is starting to bustle with activity.
The Surface Reclamation War is guaranteed to succeed. It will be conducted on a scale 100 times larger than the first.
You need your espresso to be less depresso. It's alright, that's why we're also having our upsetty spaghetti.
The New Hope, a legendary commander in the making.
I don't think they go very well together, but that seems to be... yeah, upsetty spaghetti and depresso espresso probably don't taste that great, but I think that just kind of adds to the experience of both of them. The New Hope, a legendary commander in the making, Johan. Okay. So I don't think I know who this is. Will lead the war effort.
Technology of Elysion, Bacillus, and Tetra is cutting edge. All the particles which disrupt Rapture communications have been dispersed through the surface. Humanity has no reason to lose. Victory is ours! We are going up to the surface. We will reclaim our homeland!
The Second Surface Reclamation War.
With everything and everyone on the line, the Second Surface Reclamation War is officially declared. The Ark is more lively than ever before, with many people whipped into a fever. The word hope echoes at every corner repeatedly and incessantly. Rapi understands the emptiness that came with that word, but at the same time, gazing upon a world whose inhabitants were filled with such hope, she couldn't help but cling to a little bit of hope. I think I read that wrong. Perhaps she too might come to share in that hope they had. 2 years after the start of the war, as soon as the elevator doors open up, reaching the surface, more than half of Rapi's squadmates are quickly killed in a raptor attack. Rapi continues to move forward with the remaining squadmates. While on the move, the squad was ambushed by raptors, and most of Rapi's squadmates were killed along with the commander. Rapi continues to move forward with the remaining squadmates. Hey, there's a green one!
What's wrong?
Where are we going? Why don't we go back to the Ark? What good can we do out here? There are only 4 of us.
We have to join up with the others and resume the operation.
What good will the 4 of us joining up do?
We can still be of help. We need to go.
This fight was already lost before it began. It's been 2 years, and we haven't taken back a single meter of land. If they think they can reclaim the surface, they're delusional. This is a suicide mission. Do you have any idea what the survival rate has been for Nikkes during this war? 8%. Everyone else is gonna be slaughtered. This is my 4th time on the surface, and I've been lucky to come out alive each time. But things have really gone south this time. You ought to know this stuff too. It doesn't seem like this is your first time up here.
I'm aware, yes.
How many times have you been up here?
If you're referring to during the Second Surface Reclamation War, this is my 27th time.
27th? You're lying.
I don't lie.
What's your name, by the way?
Rapi.
Rapi?
Do you know me?
Oh god! It's the Grim Reaper!
Grim Reaper?
If I stay with you, I'm as good as dead. Everyone who goes with you dies. Just saying the name Rapi is akin to a death sentence. I said it again! No, I don't want to die. I'm not going to die, am I?
It's quite the fucking reputation.
Someone save me, please!
I didn't kill anyone.
I know, but... Oh, you really didn't kill them?
No.
I don't believe...
Whoosh!
Artillery fire. Everyone, brace for impact.
Rapi looks around, but no one is left. That's... okay. Rapi looks in the direction the fire came from. Several raptors are approaching in a cacophony of noise.
I'm the only one. I'm sick of this.
Rapi aims her weapon at the raptors. Her weapon at the watchos.
Only one rapture remaining.
I'm glad I have a Rapi, aka Grim Reaper, in my squad.
I don't have much ammunition left. I need to aim for the core, but I don't have enough ammo to create an opening.
Just then, the raptor turns its head and fires a beam cannon off to the side.
What? Why is it doing that?
Rapi immediately dashes out from behind her cover, not leaving herself any time to think. She takes off running towards the raptor, which turns back, but is promptly assaulted by a hail of gunfire to its core. The raptor's core loses its light and goes silent. Rapi catches her breath and looks in the direction where the raptor fired its beam. Someone is approaching. They are dressed from head to toe in red. Rapi can tell that the approaching figure was a Nikke. The red figure stops in front of Rapi.
You're a Nikke, aren't you?
Rapi nods her head.
I haven't seen you before. Oh, I'm sure I look like an insane person right now.
Could you, by any chance, tell me what year it is?
Something about this doesn't feel right. But the Nikke before her seems to be in genuine distress, so Rapi shows her phone screen. The red Nikke stares at the date for a long time, dressed from head to toe. Not quite right. No, I agree. I agree.
Huh. It's been 30 years? You. Let me talk to you for a moment. What should I call you?
Rapi wordlessly takes out her label.
Mass-produced Nikke RR15436. That's your name?
Rapi nods her head.
That can't be right. Don't you have a proper name?
Mass-produced Nikkes like myself don't have names.
Don't lie to me. You must have a name. I'm Red Hood.
Is that your real name?
Well, yeah. So, what's yours?
Rapi. My name is Rapi.
Footstep, walk, run, to be continued. Okay. So has Rapi run into Red? No. She hasn't, because we handed off Modernia to Snow White, Rapunzel, and Scarlet. Okay. Glad I did that part. Alright, alright. So, I have all these little, did I buy the other one? I'm trying to do the events in order. So, I need to go shop. I did purchase it. Okay.
Shine brightly for my radiant self.
Outburst? Load! My computer doesn't like it. Oh, not Synchro. That one. I will eventually memorize this. Alright, so... I mean, technically this is in the past, so technically... No, that's what I'm saying, like in the future, like when... I don't know if there was like some type of recognition that was done. Someone called the daughter Red Hood. Yep, so I named this one Red Hood. He's like, yep, done. Are these all the stories? Oh. Okay. So if I get stuck on a level and need a refresher, I can just revisit it? Nice. Okay. The only one she knew before was Red Hood? Yeah, okay. So, I need to buy Maid and Valentine? That's that one. And Cherry Blossom. I will revisit these later. And then, where's Cherry Blossom? Where are you? Did I pass it? I probably passed it. Yeah, it's here. Cherry. My mods did like, there it is. My mods did like this really cool list for me so that I can do the events in order. There we go. And then check that one off too. And then I have Overzone. Okay. There's so many events I gotta do. Alright. God, you look so... I missed it. I was so focused. Alright. Spawn time! I did Rapi, so now I just need to do, for my sake and sanity... There's Neon. Oh, that's right. Anise is Tetra, right? There she is. And do her stories. So I'm going to the Ark. Need anything else? Nope. Can you get me the latest issue of Gunfire? Didn't manage to get my hands on one yet. Why? Can't you just read the digital version? There's no romance in the digital version. The book is not even made of paper. You mean there's romance in synthetic plastics? Of course, everything with material with a material form has the potential for romance. So I'll get one for you. Anything you need, Commander? Something delicious. There is no such thing in the Ark. I've been living in the Ark my whole life. I read about the history of those things. Do you come from a rich family, Commander? Nope. You weren't born in the Ark, right? Yes. Or you were. That doesn't make sense. Judging by your behavior, you're a typical rich kid who doesn't understand the ways of the world. But you were born in the Ark and aren't from a rich family, so you're either lying or something else is up. Anise, don't be so aggressive. I'm just very curious. In fact, I'm curious about that too. Oh. You should have access to sharing that, Bear. I think you should have the ability to share it. I think it's whoever has the link to it. I'm not sure. Anise was designed by the one and only person who says entertain. Yeah, here, hang on. She was designed by the only person that says this. Yeah, got it. I got you. Working on the redeem system. So in fact, I'm curious about that too. I bet you're curious. Indeed. You hear that, Commander? We're all curious about you. Don't you want to tell us something? I don't remember anything. I only remember that I was born in the Ark. Also that I graduated from the military academy. That's freaking weird. The rest is all a blur. Memory loss or memory erasure? Were you ever involved in an accident or something? I think I once stayed in a hospital. We're getting Commander lore. This is not what I was expecting. Not a rich kid, but an ignorant fool. A niece. This won't do. Get ready to go outside, Commander. Let's take a trip to the Ark. A pretty girl will go with the naive Commander and be his guide there. Perhaps you'll remember something during the trip. Alright. I'll go with you too. Oops, wrong screen. Oh, I just take them all out. Okay. Can't you see it's a date? I'm fine on my own. Enjoy your time here too. You do. Let's go, Commander. Oh, could you buy me a necklace on the way? They don't have to be expensive. It's just for my personal collection. So that's what you're after. Okay. Come here. You may find it interesting. This is the Ark, and this is one of the most popular streets here. What's it called again? Anyway, we usually call it downtown. What do you think? It's noisy. Is that so? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. We will go, we all go on dates here. There really are a lot of people here. If you don't like places with lots of people, this would probably be the worst place. Anyway, you can probably, no, I'm reading bad. Anyway, can you believe we're underground? People are lively and the weather is awesome. We're kind of worry-free considering the fact that we lost to the Raptors and started hiding underground. Awesome weather. Is there a sky underground? Oh, that's just an image. A very large screen covers the whole Ark. I was supposed to do these super early and I did not. And the sky is printed on it, so now I'm just have to go do neons then to get this all out. It's called the Dome of Eternity or something. They put a lot of effort into that. It can show that the day, night, cloud, sun, and moon, it changes every day to reproduce what it's like above the surface. Does it show anything else? No. But it used to. I don't remember when, but one day the Big Three put a 1-minute ad on it that caused a huge stir. Kids learned that the sky was only an image and it hit them hard. They freaked out and panicked. Adults were reminded that they live underground, and depression surged. I can see that. The death toll broke the record that year. Okay. Noted. Anyway, the sky started to be nothing but a sky since then. Does it rain or snow here? Well, here it comes. Rain falls from the sky. It's raining. Should we take shelter from the rain? Standing under a shop's eave with Annis. And these, I see something strange. Most people are walking around to avoid the rain, but some people are stretching their arms out and looking at the sky. Those are the people who remember. They know the feeling of rain, real rain on the face. No! So we know that no one can remember unless they were like, no, because the arc sealed and all that jazz. So it's and Grave was on the surface for at least a century. So there shouldn't be anyone alive that remembers. That's a lie. Like, right? Like, I'm not crazy. Lies, deceit, exactly. I just realized the theory of mole people became a reality, Nikke. Do they have some anti-aging thing? I don't... I mean, we have Nikke's, it's a possibility, but I don't think so. I haven't run into anything that says that, but I'm also early. Look at them, they don't look young. Okay. Still. I see what you mean. Maybe for the sake of those people, or just in the hopes of taking the service back someday. It sometimes rains or snows, but it's all artificial, of course. The drainage facilities don't work well underground, so it'll be hard to deal with after the show. Look at the people in the rain. The expression on their faces, indescribable. They seem to be smiling and crying. Anderson is a silver fox. Maybe they think that's how it should be. What do you think? I'd say I don't care. Anyway, I won't tell you what I'm really thinking. Let me see. I heard it'll go on for another hour. We can't stand here for that long. Let's find a place to hide. A place where we can be a little more cozy. If you're thinking about something inappropriate, you're wasting your time. Are you hungry? Let's get something to eat. The Ark is the multiple. Yeah. What would you like to eat? What do they have? This is a fast food restaurant, so they have things that a fast food restaurant usually has. So here's the menu. She passes the menu. There are many menus. I decided to order something with the best label. Cheeseburger or milkshake? God, and he seems like should be both. I'm gonna go with cheeseburger. I'll have that too. Would you like anything else? Nope, that's all. So 20 minutes later. I taste the food we ordered. It tastes just like how I imagined. Is it good? I can tell just by that bite. I'll just say yes. Good to hear, Commander. Do you know how they make food in the Ark? No. There are no farms, seas, barns out here. Where do they get food like burgers and milkshakes? From the surface? Nope. The surface is the Rapture's lair now. How could anyone take enough food to feed millions of people from there? The surface is extremely dangerous, and civilization on the surface has collapsed. No one can produce that much food. Then, have you heard of Splendiman? Oh no, this is just the Splendiman show. Ever since you guys said that earlier. No, that's just all that's in my brain. It looks like cognac. I tried it a few times at the military academy. No, the plot thickens. It's the wonder food of the Ark. Its recipe is a secret. No one knows how it's made or what it's made from. It has no taste, only texture. It has all the nutrition humans need, and theoretically you can live to 100 by eating it. All food in the Ark is made from Splendimin. All they have to do is put things in Splendimin and rub it like this to make it like other food. They put all artificial materials in, of course. So it means it's not real. We're putting fake food in our mouths as if it's real. Oh gosh, okay. You're onto it, Julio. But can people like you, who are born and raised in the Ark, identify what's real and what's fake? Do you know how real food tastes? Fake or real, it's all in your heads. There's no need to feel uncomfortable or awkward about it. Just enjoy the tasty food before you. That's how you live worry-free. Is there any real food? There is. Some might be lucky enough to bring some from the surface. There are small plantations in the Ark and some places that make cultured meat. So like that would explain why like the pilgrims just like fishing. One, they have to. Two, it probably tastes better. But they are extremely expensive. Ordinary people don't even dare to dream about it. Some people who tried them said that the real food tastes different, but there's not that much different from the fake stuff. So why not choose cheaper and delicious fake food? Production of this fake food has never been more efficient. It's fake, but it keeps a million of people from starving. Right. It's all because of the big three. Elysian Missilis Industry Tetraline. You've heard of them, right, Commander? Only they can produce Nikkes. It's safe to say that the Ark grows because of them. They don't just produce Nikkes. Each company has its own expertise. I remember Elysian expertise is in military supplies, food, and transportation. Tetras are entertainment, clothes, and daily necessities. And the rest are Missilis's fields. Anyway, thanks to those companies, life in the Ark becomes richer. Food and other things can be produced in batches. They say our current level of technology is 100 years ahead of time compared to when we first moved underground. I can see that. All in all, this world is perfectly habitable. Of course, there may be some aggressive behavior from the big companies. Our great central government keeps its eyes on the big three. What about the materials? Mass production always requires materials. Where do they get them? From the surface. That's why they keep making commanders and Nikkes. We need to go to the surface regularly to make sure we have a steady supply of materials. We live underground after all. You only get stones no matter how you dig, so you only get stones no matter how you dig, so there's not much we can use or do around here. Technology will become better with time. Production can be maximized with minimal resources, but there's a limit. Resources on the surface are limited. No one knows how long life in the Ark can be sustained. That's why they desperately want to take the surface back. I wonder when we can take it back, though. Are we making much progress up there? Minimal. Sweet. Fantastic. We manage capture one spot but lose it right soon after. It happens every time. Humans haven't recovered even 1 square meter of the surface. Not the best topic to talk about while eating, huh? It's fine. I heard the rain will stop in 20 seconds. I look outside the window. After a while, the rain stops. All right, let's go. Next up, how about Royal Road? This is Royal Road. It doesn't seem different from downtown, does it? But it's actually entirely different. It's quiet. Yes, despite all the people wandering around, it's eerily quiet. This is where the chosen citizens, sovereigns, spend their money. Sovereigns? Before I tell you about sovereigns, let me explain the social classes of the Ark citizens. Basically, all the citizens are implanted with identification chips to live. The chips could be in the arm, ear, or some other place. But usually, it's in the neck. Only people with identification chips are seen as citizens of the Ark and can use the various facilities in the Ark. Damn, I sure love the holidays in Nikke. We're learning about stuff. It's okay. .hack for the last couple days was all doom and gloom. I think I left off with Tesla cars ramming into each other. Non-citizens can't do that. Since every citizen has to get one, The identification chips are basically free, but what is human nature? Humans always want a higher status over their peers, so people started to spend their money on identification chips. The functions of the chips are the same, so people started changing the materials or design. Thank you for the follow, Ghost Pepper! This is not a joke. You can have a famous designer or use natural materials, all kinds of things. An identification chip, like that, could be worth several billion credits. Why? What a way to satisfy oneself, huh? Then an interesting thing happened. According to the chip's worth, people created classes. And the sovereign and the... Words. Hang on. I'm trying... Quotidian? I have never seen that before. I probably heard it. Anyway, classes appeared. Sovereigns are the rich and the wealthy, while the others are the rest. And only sovereigns have expensive chips, while the others settle for free or reasonably priced chips. That's not hard to understand, right? Nope, that's fine. It's so ridiculous. Well, either way, that's how things have shaken out. It brought more convenience to the sovereigns and some ordinary perks for the others as well. Meanwhile, many people were against such an idea, and the central government also strongly discouraged the classification. Now let's think, what kind of people are sovereigns? They're rich, so rich that they don't even know how to spend it all. There are massive protests, but no one could do a thing about it. Oh good, did the access work? Is everything all fixed? Cool. Then it became a rule in the Ark. Citizens were fiercely against the classification because they couldn't accept being deprived of privileges. Later, the central government appointed an area exclusive for sovereigns to reside in. And that's the Royal Road. Now it's the only luxury shopping street though. Why is that? What's the fun of living around your peers? I'm rich and you're rich. Everyone who lives here is rich. That's boring. They couldn't get the sense of superiority over others. So the sovereigns spread out and started to live in various places in the Ark. Quotidian? I'm just gonna read it bad, and I'm gonna do it on purpose now, so that way your ears just screech. Leaving the streets empty with luxury service targeted towards them. Since then, preferential policies for sovereigns have been banned, and sovereigns must share the same level of facilities as the civilians. Anything that violates the rule is considered a crime. So sovereigns and citizens are no longer a thing. It was never a thing in the first place. The rich made it up and tried to make it a thing. But there are some people that still hold to it. The people that are entitled and want to be different from the ordinary. The title of official citizen is worth nothing with some indirect efforts on life. So the government decides to let it be. A vainglorious title would be a cheaper way to... Oh god, I hit a button. No! Title would be a cheaper way to appease the rich. How pointless. Alright, let's shop here. Only this place sells the necklace I talked about. Oh, don't be nervous, it's not that expensive. Welcome! Are the new TT star arrivals in stock? Sure, would you like to have a look? No need, pack it up. Will the commander here pay the bill? Pay the bill? What are we talking about? I am gonna do an ellipses and a yes. Who knew Anise was such a great orator? Stop using big words. I do not have college education. The model had a nice shoot this time as well. She's gotten better. What is TT Star? Yes, the full name is Twinkle TriStar. It was an idol group and has been disbanded for a while. No, you're gonna keep using big words? My small brain doesn't handle them very well. One of the members joined the jewelry industry. Both its price and design are good, so the brand has many followers, including me. I've done my job. Shall we go back? Is it the end of the trip? Are we done? Yes, I call it a trip, but we didn't go to too many places. It'll be indeed a bit ungrateful if I take your gift and go home. Let me think. The next stop, check that out. A man was arrested. I turned where Nisa's pointed at. 2 armed soldiers are taking away a man in shabby clothes. Looks like he tried to steal something. There are a lot of high-value products here. Oh, you will not buy Nice more products? After all that work sneaking in, what a shame. All the work sneaking in? Yep. What do you mean? Remember when I said that there was 2 chip classes? There's a third one, outlaws. People who don't have identification chips. Some people don't have one? Many! I heard they make about 10% of the ARK's population, but this number is not from the official statistics, so the actual number should be higher. You said only people with chips could use facilities. I did. Then how do the outlaws live in the ARK? They don't. What? Outlaws live on the fringe of the ARK, the outer rim. Oh hey, where we live. Alright, the gate to the outer rim will open soon. Behind the gate is the government-appointed hazardous area. Please be careful not to enter by mistake. Thank you. The rickety gate slowly opens. Are you sure about this? Yes. This is crazy. Like I said, don't blame me for whatever happens in there. Got it? Yeah, we live in the outpost. And I agree. Anissa's best girl. She's the one that's been carrying me through the story. An hour ago. I want to go to the outer rim. I thought so. Commander, the outer rim is an area of whatever. The place is filthy and all kinds of criminals are there. Most importantly, there's no law. Even the central government gave up on managing the outer rim. Once you go there, there's no guarantee that you'll come back safely. Not even for a soldier. We live there! I needed to do this so early. I want to see everything. At the very least, you can't see those people in agony and decide to sacrifice yourself to save them. Deal? Fine. I can't take you. I can take you there, but you must follow the rules. Don't look around. Don't talk loudly. Don't look at anyone. Don't give or take anything. And lastly, follow me closely at all times. Yeah, I'm doing the Anise Bond story. It feels like I should have done this like chapter like 2-ish, since it's like so many of the basics. But we did Rapi's at the beginning of my stream, so I was like, yeah, let's do Anise. AKA the trash. Yeah, I should have, but it's okay. Are there any, besides probably Neon, is there any other that are like time sensitive? Because I mean, I feel so stupid. I'm probably gonna have to start doing like one of these Bond stories like every stream. Just to catch up now for the new characters. God, alright. I'm self-disappointed. You know what? No. I'm gonna blame my mods. They know this game better than I do. They should have told me to do these earlier and sooner. My mods failed me. It's all your fault. And then Bear's gonna find tape where he literally tells me to do it, and I say no, because I don't want to read. I guarantee you. That's there somewhere. Do not dump on me! No! Now I have to have the stupid sticky note for 2 minutes. No, don't blame them. As I said, I can blame them. I'm sure Bear has footage. But yeah, I'll probably start doing the Bond stories more often so I can catch up. I'm trying to like get them to a point where I can do that. This is the Outer Rim. There are no buildings left intact here, or anything that could be called a facility. Can't even get electricity running here. There is an indescribable stink in the air too. See those people over there? Anise points at the group of people. They are sitting around a fire. They don't care about us at all. So we can explore this area for a bit before leaving. Why would such a place exist? I don't know the details. I only know that people used to dump waste here. They couldn't dump it inside the ARK, so they chose the Outer Rim. People without identification chips can't stay in the ARK, so they gradually gather here. The more and more people joined in, and now we are here. Why don't they have chips? Because they committed crimes before. Once you commit a crime, you lose the identification chip. Without the chip, you can't live normally in the Ark. So people who got tired of what kind of life came in the Outer Rim, or got tired of that kind of life came to the Outer Rim, then the people here started to have kids, and the group grew bigger. And of course, those kids were born without identification chips, and the group keeps growing bigger. Most people want to get into the Ark because of the dreadful living conditions here. I heard there are often cases of people buying illegal chips. How is that possible? There are ways to buy unofficially authorized identification chips or to forcibly remove identification chips from a body. Forcibly? Yeah, we don't have to go over it. Like, yeah. Chips are usually implanted, you know, arms, ears, so the outlaws will sneak into the Ark and cut off the whole body part. Just removing the chip requires high technology, so they just cut the whole body part off. But if the chip is on the neck, the person may die if you can't cut the chip out properly. That means they have to kill them, but such cases often end up in the rehabilitation center or worse, so it's not worth it. What do people here do for a living? All sorts of things, I heard. They can't get into the Ark, so they often go to the surface to gather Rapture and Nikke parts. I heard they mainly live off selling parts to dealers. It's dangerous. Yeah, that's just one thing they do for a living. Most things they do are usually called crimes. That's why there's a thick wall between the Ark and the Outer Rim. The wall exists for another reason. There's a terrorist organization called the Heavenly Ascension in the Outer Rim. They campaign for human rights of people without identification chips. I heard they're growing bigger and the central government is keeping an eye on them. You think you know how they get the food source now? I mean, probably not wrong. Probably not wrong. Remember the train crash disaster earlier? That was them. Stand beside me. A group of people is walking towards us. They seem hostile. Check this out. What? Are you from the outside? Why do you care? Do you know who today's arena champion is? Red dots. I told you they'd win. I think it's time for them to lose. Alright, give me the wine. Don't drink too much. They totter away. I was alert for nothing. Oh, hey, it's Crow. Hi. What are you doing here? Sightseeing? Get out. I was planning to, and Anise and I turned to leave. If anyone asks, don't say sightseeing. You'll die. Dealing is a better answer. I'll keep that in mind. So Crow did a nice thing. I'm getting old. Do you have other places you want to go? Let's go home. It's getting late. I've talked too much today. It's wearing me out. So we're back. Is everything okay? Yeah, just took a sightseeing tour. That's no fun. Where's my magazine? I put it on the table. Not bad. I thought you'd forget about it. Yeah, I'm gonna go hit the shower. Can I use the bathroom? Sure. Thank you. And I'm so tired. And he slowly walks away. Where have you been? Downtown, a cafeteria, and to the Royal Road. The Outer Rim. You're lucky to return safely. Wow, you've been to the Outer Rim as well? What a strange tour route. Weren't we in the Outer Rim like almost immediately in the campaign? I don't think we were in the Ark for like more than like a second. So did you recall anything? No. I knew it. Well, you must be tired. Have a good rest. I lie on the sofa. It's been a long, exhausting day. Why is Anise barging in? You came upstairs so fast. I look up and see Anise, who'd just come out of the shower. Oh, you're tired. Then take a shower before you sleep. You'll catch a cold if you go to bed now. You're not that tired, right? Didn't Crow literally shoot us? Yes. Crow shot us, and I'm assuming several chapters in the future of where this takes place. Only a little bit tired. Anise opens the fridge and takes out a bottle of soda. She sits on the sofa across from me. What did you think of today? What do you mean? How's the world we live in? Tell me what you really think. I sensed despair. Did you? Then what's your plan for the future? I'll take it one day at a time. I see. Anise drinks her soda quietly. After a while, Anise opens her mouth to speak again, and she belches in our face. The fact that it took me only 5 minutes to MLB SSR Rapi is insane. I don't have to worry until we get till we get New Year's event. I'm confused. Is she already out? I thought she wasn't out yet. I'm confused. Sorry about that. Commander, I don't feel much for this world, and I don't know what the future holds, or what I'll do. I don't feel like I was born to live, but I don't want to die either. I'm afraid of dying. I somehow became a Nikke and went through so much, I think I emerged stronger. My will was stronger and tougher, but I don't know why I live. In that state, strengthening your will is the only method of survival, but I don't think anything will change. Anyway, from that perspective, I think today has been very meaningful. I don't just take any Tom, Dick, or Harry on a tour, not even if they specifically asked me to, but I did that for you. Anise locks her eyes with me. She's not until New Year's. In my time zone, she's out unless I'm tripping. Clay also touched on the outer rim. Okay. Commander, you really don't know anything, do you? This is unknown. This is an unknown world to you, but that can't stop you from doing anything you decide to do. I admire that because I'm not that kind of person. So, can you keep me around? I'll have you for as long as you hold that belief. What a straightforward answer. Treat Nikkes with respect, thank them, and don't abuse your power. That's all I hope for in a commander. No one has been like that so far. Perhaps you've charmed me. Don't die. I'll be very sad if you do. Even if I die, I'll always have another chance as long as my head is still intact. Go get some rest. I'll go downstairs. Thank you for what you did for me today, Anise. And she leaves my room. I should hit the shower and go to bed now. What? Commander, if you're not too tired, how about we share a can of beer? Cause yeah. Oof. Let me go.
Shine brightly for my radiant self.
Yeah, I don't have her. Ooh, my tongue's getting tied though. I guess congratulations on your SSR Rapi. Let me see. I did... Where's Anise? I did Anise. And then I did Rapi. Boop. Alright. But yeah, I'm a little tongue-tied. So I was going to go into neons, but I think I will cut it short here and do neons
Shine brightly for
next
my
time.
radiant self.
Let's see. Oh gosh, I thought I deleted something. Oh no! So, damn Anise, I can't help but, I'm human, I get older, and I will die one day. Yep! She's like, no, don't die. And we're like, and she's just like, don't die on me. I'm like, I'll try not to do it prematurely, I guess. In my time zone, she's out. So, congratulations. I will be probably trying to roll for her next week. Because I think she's gonna be out. But in the meantimes, I have posted my socials, my link tree that has my socials, my Twitch, my YouTube, my Instagram, my Blue Sky, my Twitter, all that stuff, and my Discord server. I know you guys rated me, and you came from another Nikke server. I don't do just Nikke, I do other things too, but I try to have Nikke in my regular rotation.
Shine brightly for my radiant self.
And a lot of my Discord does play. So if you guys want to come hang out with me in my Discord, please come hang out. I'm still very much learning. So if you guys have like tips and pointers, like totally I'll listen and like read them. I was in fact asking about my Alice today because I'm trying to get her little quest thing done. Because I was like, I didn't know what to work on. But yeah. Thank you guys. The trauma train wasn't so bad today. I'm not in love with Rapi. She's still robot Rapi. Time will tell. And yeah, I'll be doing Nikke again next Friday. I'm gonna be posting my schedule on Sunday for the next week. But I do know I'm playing Nikke next Friday because of the New Year's event and stuff. Because part 2 comes out then, I'm pretty sure.
Shine brightly.
Fairly certain. Now I'm second guessing. Yeah, the first. Okay. So yeah, I'll be doing some rolls and stuff like that next Friday for Nikke and playing some other games before then, but I gotta put up my schedule. I appreciate all of you so much. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful rest of your day or evening. And I will, if you want to stick around, I'll see if I can raid another Nikke person if that's what you're into. And if not, I will see you guys later. Thank you so much. Bye!